the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know. Showtime in the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. We are live. We are good to go. We are all set. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a matchup today between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills today. Buffalo at home, Kansas City Chiefs on the road. This should be a good matchup for the marquee. Should be a good one. We got Nick Addicted saying, there we go. We got Chase the Goat in the house. What's going on, man? What was your favorite flair to do while bartending? Honestly, man, I was never really a flair bartender. I was not much of a flair bartender. I had a couple tricks up my sleeve, but nothing too crazy. Let's do our initial poll right now, folks. Not going to get a pregame, but we are going to walk through this. Who will win? That is the question right now. Who will win this game, Buffalo or Kansas City? Here's the kickoff, and the Buffalo Bills will return this one. Buffalo Bills with the football to the 20, the 25, the 30, out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen and company taking the field right now. Who will win? Let's go ahead and make a few changes here at the moment. Our stat board going to need to be adjusted. Stat board going to be CBS Game Tracker. That one should be okay, but let's go to the correct game. I'm going to make sure all of our stuff is set the way it needs to be here momentarily. Just bear with me while I make a few adjustments here. This game, going to lock this up here. Hello, thank you very much, Cragger. Welcome back, my friend. Cragger's in the house. Appreciate you, Cragger. 1st and 10 coming up for Buffalo. 1st and 10 coming up for Buffalo. From the 20, from the 16-yard line, Josh Allen takes the snap, throws to the right-hand side. This will be a catch. Looks like shy of the 20-yard line. It'll be just a few yards picked up right now. Looks like a short gain. 2nd down. One moment, folks, while I make some quick adjustments here. Catch was made by Khalil Shakir. I am making sure that I've got the correct drive charts and things that y'all are looking for this live stream. Chiefs and Bills. This should get us there. And then our stat board. Drive CBS, settings, change. Okay. All set. 2nd and 7. Here's the snap from the 20-yard line, a wind-up and a throw. This time the pass is broken up. Incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd down, a 3rd down, but a flag in on the play. 2nd down, flag on the play on 2nd down and 7. They're going to call this one pass interference against the Kansas City Chiefs. So DPI against the defense. 1st down right here coming up now. Pass interference. Defense. Looks like it was on number 35. This will result in a 1st down for Buffalo. Buffalo Bills have the football. It is a fresh set of downs right now. We got a 1st and 10. James Cook, the single back on this formation from the 25 after the DPI. Here's the snap and a toss to him. Left-hand side, James Cook will go forward on 1st and 10. He'll pick up 5 yards, gets the football to the 30. 2nd down and 5 coming up. 14 minutes left to go. The clock is hot. 6-2 from Colts. Unbelievable. Yeah, man, pretty wild. Start the clock, says Ontario Secret. It's on. It's hot. The clock is ticking. 2nd down and 6 is what I've got on my TV screen. So we're going to go with what is on the board. Last week at Carolina, 216 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns for James Cook. James Cook in the backfield, motion from Khalil Shakir. Josh Allen takes the snap. He's dropping back. We'll look to Shakir. Shakir makes the grab. Out past the 35. That's good for a first down. Out to the 37 on the left side of the field. The Buffalo Bills will pick up a first down. First down for Buffalo. 1st and 10. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play. Okay. Just having some fun. 1st and 10. Clock is at about 13 minutes right now. Khalil Shakir with a grab on the day. Thank you for that super chat asking for the spread right now. I'll bring all of that up in just a moment, Cragger. Here's a snap and a handoff. James Cook going to go forward. Looks like James Cook will pick up about 7. It makes it a 2nd down and 3. So 2nd down and 3 right now. The spread is 2.5 favorites for Kansas City. Kansas City 2.5-point favorites here in Buffalo. Buffalo the underdog. Buffalo the underdog. By the way, it looks like on the walk-off field goal, Denver gets another win, yet another win. 2nd down and 3. Buffalo with the football. 44-yard line. Josh Allen under center. Takes the snap, hands that off to James Cook. James Cook will pick up the 1st and then some to the 50, to the 40. Pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. First down. Buffalo. And the Bills will quickly get to work here. Buffalo Bills quickly getting to work here. Let's move our stat board down just a hair so y'all can see some of the developing information right there. Good strong run for James Cook. That's a 17-yard run to the right side of that formation, folks. And Buffalo, 41 total yards on this opening drive. 1st and 10. Coming up now from the 39-yard line. Josh Allen in a shotgun takes the snap. A quick throw to Khalil Shakir. Shakir looking for some breaks in the defense here. Doesn't find much room. This will be a gain of about 2. 2nd down and 8. Bengals take the lead, says the real K. Bishop. It always comes down to who has the last possession with these two teams, says Todd Thurman. It might be. Game 2, let's effing go, says Janet Jones. Let's effing go, Janet Jones. Thank you for checking in. 11-11 on the board. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. This is the opening possession of the game for either side, guys. Buffalo Bills received the kickoff to start the game, so Kansas City will get the football to start the second half. James Cook in the shotgun will get the carry on 2nd down and 8. James Cook going to go forward. He gets wrapped up and twisted up. He goes down. The legs getting all kinds of twisted and pretzeled there, but no injury. He pops right up. 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 at the Kansas City 33-yard line. Let's see where they go from here. Going to refresh this page on ESPN as well. Don't know why this is so far behind. Let's see if this will continue to get itself organized. 3rd down and 4, 3rd down and 5. Just it looks like a 3rd down and 5 to me. Josh Allen takes the snap. He throws to the flat. The catch is made. This is good. This is out past the 30, inside the 25, down at the 25-yard line. Ty Johnson with the catch. Ty Johnson going to go forward for 9 yards on 3rd down and 4, which means Buffalo Bills first down. First down for Buffalo. Oh, man. First down is like my favorite thing, bro. First down is like my favorite thing. Let's scroll just a little bit here. Scroll down just a little bit here. 1st and 10. 9:36. I formation, Josh Allen with 2 running backs behind him. Josh Allen under center right now, waiting for the snap. Here it is, a toss to the left-hand side. It is James Cook who will get wrapped up for a loss of 3 or 4 yards. 2nd down and 13. 2nd down and 13. Datay saying 47-42 Bears with 17 seconds in the 4th quarter. Good job mixing it up, says Russell Field. .54% of the chat going with the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. 2nd down and 13. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right-hand side, 1 on the left. Motion here from Khalil Shakir. There's the snap, dropping back. Josh Allen will wind up and throw. Catch is made a few yards upfield on 2nd down and 13. That's a gain of 5 right here for Curtis Samuel. And Curtis Samuel will bring up a 3rd down and 8. 3rd down. They're showing this highlight right now. Caleb Williams getting them inside of field goal range. Actually, they're showing a touchdown here for the Chicago Bears when it was 41-42. They're showing that highlight for that Colston Loveland touchdown. 3rd down and 8. Motion again, this time Khalil Shakir. Josh Allen has multiple players in motion right now from the 23-yard line. He will take the snap. The 4-man rush comes in. A deep shot upfield. This one wide open for a touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. And Kincaid will be the first to score in this game. Dalton Kincaid puts 6 points on the board. No effing around. Let's go Bills, says Sean Hunt. The Bengals still have 17 points, though, says that gamer guy. Dang it, says Sandra Keese. Where are my Buffalo Bills fans at? Where are my Buffalo Bills fans at? Looking for a couple of Buffaloes. Looking for a couple of Buffaloes. There's Marvin Merriman. I see you out there dropping the Buffalo. The extra point attempt from the left hash is up and is good. 8 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. This game just getting started. Let's turn off that intro video here. This game just now getting started. I meant 17 seconds, says that gamer guy, Mizzou fan. B Bowls, what's going on? No, we need to answer, says Sandra. Danny Williams checking in for Buffalo. Where's that Bills Mafia, man? We're looking for the Bills Mafia. Marvin Merriman checking in. Here we are, my brother. What up, Henry? I see you. Corn 11's checking in. K.R. Hom checking in. Man, oh, man. Man, oh, man. Ship it, Larry. Ship it, Larry saying, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Bills traded Stephon Diggs. Oh, yeah, they traded him a while ago. That's old news, Big Jam Roll. He played the entire season, or well, he was on the Houston Texans last year, and now he's with the New England Patriots. That's 2 years ago news. Okay. Yeah, keep grinding up. I'll leave it here. Your comment out there, keep grinding up. That's actually one of the reasons why you're not able to find that other stream from last night out there. Had something to do with that, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter right now. Ooh, let's copy this overlay and get the super chats up. Okay, so here comes the kickoff. Sorry about that. Here comes the kickoff. This is going to be returned. Kansas City the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30. Backing up and getting out to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Kansas City Chiefs will get their opening drive of the day. Kansas City with the football right now. The best team in the AFC is the Colts, says Ship It Larry. Not after what we just watched in the last game. Mario, good luck for the Steelers, bro. Thank you. I got you. Keep grinding up. Let's go, bro. 1st and 10. 7:53 on the clock. Patrick Mahomes taking the field. Looks like a pistol formation. Mahomes going to step up. He quickly points out a couple of mics out there in the defense. Motion on the field, or picks out the mic on the defense there. A handoff to Kareem Hunt, who gets the first carry of the game over Isiah Pacheco. 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. Colts underperformed, says DJ Gene. They sure did. Bills defense, saying Marvin Merriman. Colts did not show up, says Country Chaos. They did not. Sorry, I know you guys heard the bubbles on that. Just trying to drink my Red Bull to stay gassed up before the end of this day. Shotgun formation, Mahomes at the 36-yard line takes the snap. Patty will wind up and throw, almost making a cool one-handed grab. Marquise Hollywood Brown couldn't corral that one. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 7, 7:13 left to go. Okay, looks like the final is there. Chicago 47, Cincinnati 42. It was a Hail Mary for Joe Flacco throwing it upfield. It was picked off at the end of the day, and he'll slide and go down. Bears will win that game. So Bears beat the Bengals, as I had predicted. Steelers got the win today over the Indianapolis Colts. And right now on 3rd down and 7 at the 36-yard line, the Kansas City Chiefs have the football. Hunt at the right. Here's the snap. The blitz coming in. A windup and a throw. Incomplete pass brings up a 4th down and 7, and Kansas City will have to punt the football here. Great stop by the Buffalo Bills defense. Buffalo Bills force a 3 and out here for Kansas City. 4th down and 7, and the field goal, Butker nowhere in here. This is going to be a punt now. The punt team comes out. Where you at, Kansas City, says Kendra Bailey. Where you at, Kansas City? 4th down and 7. Here's the snap. Here's the boot. This one goes back. Looks like to about the 26-yard line. There is a return down at the 30. 1st and 10 coming up now. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo Bills' own 30. Buffalo gets the football back after a quick 3 and out right there. Not the way that the Kansas City Chiefs wanted to start this game. Offensively or defensively, here comes the change of personnel. I like how they've had no commercials so far in this one. Quick run through as they bring Josh Allen out onto the field. Haven't had to cut back to another screen, but I didn't get to do my pregame with you guys, which always feels like to me hurts the channel or hurts my streams when I don't get at least a 15-minute pregame. We'll see if we can get the numbers up right now. We'll see if we can't get these numbers up to over a few thousand people watching. Gonna shoot for 3,000 or 4,000 for this live stream. Motion on the field. Here's the snap. There's the handoff left-hand side. James Cook gonna find some room to roam. We'll pick up about 8 yards, maybe 9 on the play. 2nd down coming up now. 2nd down and 1 after a 9-yard pickup for James Cook right now. Seahawks over the Bills in the Super Bowl this year. Seattle going to have the #1 seed, says Don. Honestly, I think the way things are going, man, I wouldn't be surprised to see the New England Patriots get that as well. Chiefs will not only lose this game, but they will lose. They won't be in the playoffs this year, says Michael. That's possible. Motion on the field on 2nd down and 2. It's a handoff again to James Cook, and James Cook just looking so good. He'll pick up about 7 yards. That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st down. 1st down for Buffalo. 1st and 10 coming up right now. You still seem to find time to catch up on the stats and players, Mario. We try, DJ. We try, bro. That's always the goal here, man. Look, if this channel sucked, the algorithm wouldn't be recommending it to tens of thousands of people on the daily. So, here we are. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Buffalo with the football. Motion from Khalil Shakir. The snap, the pressure coming in. Josh Allen has to throw it. A zipping pass right here to Hawes. This one goes through his hands. Incomplete pass. 5:34 left to go. 5:34, 2nd down and 10. Bills will not win, but continue their losing tradition, says Julian Heischman. What's going on, Julian? Rich checking in. Best channel I've seen. Appreciate you, Rich. Cheers to you, man. Kendra, those do happen from time to time. Those do happen from time to time. That's what keeps this channel free. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here is the snap. Josh Allen will wind up and throw. Big wrap-up right now. Going to fight for extra yards. Ty Johnson going to turn a no gain into a pickup of 3. 3rd down and 7 coming up with 5:22 left to go. Appreciate you guys in the chat. We are behind right now as far as the pregame. So for the first couple of commercial breaks, guys, we are going to go read some stats so we can break down this game. Obviously, right now, though, it feels like the Buffalo Bills are in control. 5 minutes left to go in the first. Josh Allen waits for the snap in the shotgun formation. Kansas City is showing blitz right now. Will they bring the house? Here is the snap. It is a 5-man rush. The blitz comes in. Josh Allen gets rid of it. Catch will be made by Dalton Kincaid across midfield down at the 47. Not enough for a 1st down. It's 4th and 2 with the Kansas City 47-yard line. 4th down and 2. Do you go for it or nah? If you're Buffalo, do you go for it or nah? What would Campbell do? What would Campbell do? Motion. Here's the snap. They are going for it. Josh Allen surveys. Josh Allen has to get rid of it. It's almost picked off right there. No flags. Well done by the Chiefs defense. Cook breaks it up on 4th down. That is a 4th down stop and a conversion on downs. 1st down, Kansas City. And the Chiefs make a spectacular play on defense to break that one up. Khalil Shakir was the intended receiver, and Cook came in to break up that pass. So, turnover on downs, we go to our first commercial break of the day. Let's start now by taking a look at some of the stats here, guys. We didn't get a chance to do this, so let's do it now. This team for the Kansas City Chiefs ranks 3rd in the NFL according to NFL.com. They are 7th in points per game offensively. They are 5th in yards per game offensively. All of these are the offensive statistics here. Top 10 in every single category, top 5 in a few. The Chiefs' offense should not have stalled out and had a 3 and out. I'm not going to write them off just yet, especially since the defense just showed up. This defense is 2nd in the NFL when it comes to points per game allowed, giving up just 16.4 points per game. Just 16 points per game. So the defense showed up on that play. Yards per game allowed, you can see top 10, top 5 in that category, and all in the top half of the table defensively for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I got to run through this pretty quickly here because this is just a quick commercial break, so let's do the same stats here for the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills offense also a solid team, but the NFL is ranking them as the 9th best team in power rankings. Points per game offensively, they are 4th in the league, putting up 29.6 points per game. Offensive yards per game, you can see those numbers there as well. 3rd in the league. 2nd in the league in yards per play. 3rd down efficiency, a top 10 team, and just outside the top 12 in red zone efficiency offensively. Defensively, they've got some issues that I believe the Kansas City Chiefs should be able to exploit today. They are healthy. If I had to bet, I would go with the money line on this one. I would take the Kansas City Chiefs personally. That's just me. You guys do you. But points per game allowed, still inside the top 10, giving up more points than Kansas City, though. Yards per game allowed, inside the top 12, giving up more yards than Kansas City. And then the rest of this, a couple of areas where we're on the wrong side, on the lower half of the table for this Buffalo Bills defense. This Buffalo Bills defense is going to be out there on the field right now. Here are the Kansas City offensive players taking the field at the moment, by the way. Patrick Mahomes, Kareem Hunt, Xavier Worthy, Travis Kelce, Rashee Rice, and Hollywood Brown. Right now, we are in a pistol formation from the 47-yard line. Actually, we've got a very interesting formation here for the Kansas City Chiefs. A wind-up and a throw. Wide open upfield is Rashee Rice, who gets chased out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 19-yard grab and a 1st down, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick up a big 1st down right there. 1st and 10. Kansas City with the football. Rashee Rice picks up 19 yards. He is the superstar for this Chiefs offense. Also, Travis Kelce, a superstar for this Chiefs offense. This is the first down of the day for Kansas City. Let's see if he looks to number 87 or not. Motion from Xavier Worthy, this time from the 33-yard line. The motion man gets the catch. Xavier Worthy breaks a tackle. Xavier Worthy down to about the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 2. An 8-yard grab for number 1. 2nd down and 2, Xavier Worthy makes a big play on the left-hand side right here. That'll be a gain of 8. Football out to the Buffalo 25. What's going on, Laney? Thank you for checking in. Cheers to you. Salute. Salute. So 2nd down and 2 at the Buffalo Bills 25-yard line. Kansas City not looking as soft as they looked in the first drive, looking a lot better on this one. Motion from Xavier Worthy. Patrick Mahomes on 2nd and 3 will hand this off. Looks like the running back on the play was actually Rashee Rice, and Rashee Rice will pick up 2 yards on this one. Will pick up 1 yard on this one. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Clock continues to tick. PL just subscribed. Appreciate you, PL. What's going on, newbies? Welcome to this live stream. My name is Mario. You're watching Football Nation. Let's have some fun today. With 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Kansas City Chiefs are getting ready to line up right here on what should be a 3rd down and 1. Scratch that. The officials called that a 1st down. So it's a 1st down for Kansas City. Looks like they got a little boost right there from the Zebras. 1st and 10, empty backfield. Here's the snap, and Mahomes will scramble. Mahomes going to get crushed right here. And Mahomes goes down. There's a flag on this play. Let's find out what that is. This could be roughing the passer. I don't know. Bosa shaking his head. Bosa is shaking his head. It's going to be a holding on the defense, folks. So holding number 24. Holding number 24. That'll be a penalty against the Buffalo Bills. Holding number 24. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down, Kansas City. So 2 minutes and 11 seconds here left to go in the first. Kansas City lining up inside of the red zone now. Chiefs inside the red zone with 1:55 left to go. Clock is hot. Okay, 19-yard line. Mahomes takes the snap. He will hand this off. Looks like to the left-hand side, trying to pick some yards up. It's going to be Smith who gets a few. That's a 4-yard gain on 1st and 10. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Hello, super duper. Go, 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 Cowboys, says Emmy Saletta. Let's go, Emmy. What's going on, Michael Castro? Jordan Pippen saying Rice touchdown. We'll see if it happens here, Jordan Pippen. Thanks for checking in. Danny TD saying 24 had to put on the lotion. Had to put the lotion on his skin or else he gets the hose again. 2nd down and 6. Kansas City. Pistol formation. A snap, a handoff to Kareem Hunt. This will be a run inside the 10, down at the 9. 3rd down and 1 there. 3rd down and 1 after a 5-yard carry. We are inside the red zone. And we will need to get at least one more play in right here before the end of this first quarter. Kansas City on 3rd and 1. They could either take a shot to the end zone here. Detroit Lions lost that game. That's interesting. Detroit Lions lost to the Minnesota Vikings. Mahomes pointing into the defense one more time. He steps back into his shotgun. Play clock down to 5. It'll be a quick snap and a handoff to Kareem Hunt, who gets inside the 5-yard line, down at the 3. 1st and goal for Kansas City. And this should take us to the end of the quarter. 1st and goal coming up for the Chiefs. They'll be on the 3-yard line when we get back. So that's the end of the first quarter. Appreciate you guys checking in. Now I do have some things we got to talk about because we didn't have our pregame. Let's take a look at the defense for this Buffalo Bills team that is out here on the field right now. So the Buffalo Bills defense is on the field. And let's bring up all the players out here defensively for Buffalo. Buffalo on defense. Your folks out here, Greg Rousseau going to be your left defensive end. Larry Ogunjobi going to be your right defensive tackle. Today, Daquan Jones is out, so we're going to have Deon Walker filling in at right defensive tackle. Joey Bosa going to be the right defensive end for this Buffalo Bills defense. Matt Milano at weak side linebacker, Terrell Bernard at middle linebacker, and Dorian Williams at strong side. Your 2 corners for today. You'll have Christian Benford on one side, Tre'Davious White on the other. Jordan Poyer going to be your free safety, and your strong safety for today going to be Cole Bishop. Those guys going to be running around. The nickel, if needed, not going to be Teron Johnson. He's actually out for today, so Cam Lewis will be filling in at nickel. Offensively here for the Kansas City Chiefs, this is the personnel. We did bring this up momentarily. We did bring it up just a few moments ago. Chiefs offense, Chiefs offense up here, guys. This offense going to have a few missing pieces. Left tackle Josh Simmons is out today, so Jalen Moore is filling in at this spot. And Isiah Pacheco has been ruled out for today's contest. So Patrick Mahomes, starting quarterback. Kareem Hunt, your starting running back. Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice on either side right here. They've got options, man. Kansas City likes to spread the football. Travis Kelce going to be available for today. Hollywood Brown going to be available today. And the offensive line will consist of Jalen Moore instead of Josh Simmons. Kingsley Suamataia going to be your left guard. Creed Humphrey at center. Right guard Trey Smith and right tackle Jawan Taylor. That is going to make up the Chiefs' offense. We are in the middle of this commercial break at the end of the first quarter. When we get back from this end of the first quarter, the Buffalo Bills defense needs to make a stand here. It's 1st and goal at the Buffalo 3-yard line. That is the current situation. So 1st and goal at the Buffalo 3-yard line when we get back from this commercial break. It'll be the start of the second quarter. Wesley, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Thanks for checking in, man. Thanks for checking in. Wesley back. Kelce almost died a couple weeks ago, probably getting his knees rubbed by Tay-Tay, says Danny. Here's the snap. This is going to be a run to the right-hand side, and just like that, Rashee Rice will score a rushing touchdown. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game is now 6-7. You heard me right. Kansas City with 6, Buffalo with 7. 14:56 on the board. I like that field position. First play coming out of the commercial break to start the second quarter was a touchdown, Kansas City. Kansas City will score. Looking for the extra point attempt right now, Kansas City to tie this thing up. Looking for Kansas City to tie this thing up. The kick is up. The kick is good. And so we have a tied game. Tied game. They may cut back to another quick commercial break. Need another one. I've got 3, Cragger. Cragger's saying the touchdown music needs work. I've got 3. I don't want to have too many because then I end up with this long list of items that I have to sift through. But I've got this one, right? This was the original. Then we've got this one. That's our second touchdown sound. And then we've got this one, which is our third touchdown sound. Not that it really matters, but we've got some options trying to keep things fresh. That score didn't last, said Steve. All right, guys, where are my Kansas City Chiefs fans? Looking for the red and gold now. Looking for that red and yellow. Looking for the red. Looking for some of the yellow. Looking for the red. Looking for some of the yellow. Where are my Chiefs fans at? Right here, says Rob. I see you, Rob. Mario Dixon checking in, saying, let's go Chiefs. Number 2, best. Who would you rather see win, says Kayla. I would rather see the Kansas City Chiefs win right now, honestly. Dete checking in. I see you. Todd Thurman checking in. A-Rock checking in. Ramsey saying, what up? Chief message is scored. I'm watching my Saints game right now. We are getting destroyed 13-0. Sorry. Sorry that you're a Saints fan, buddy. Ramsey, appreciate you checking in, dude. It's going to be a tough season for you, man. Let's see. Mario Dixon checking in. Let's go Chiefs, says Amanda Addison. Thanks for checking in, Amanda. We got OZK Alt Building Company. I see you. Jane Bess with the flex. Steve checking in with the Kansas City Chiefs. What's going on, guys? 2 holding penalties not called on that drive. Let's go Bills, says Frexit. Let's see. Nick Addicted Rock. See you, brother. Let's go Chiefs, says Julian. What's going on, guys? Who dat? Go Saints. Dropping that gorilla. Making love like gorillas. Not a Bruno Mars song. Seahawks tonight, guys. Seahawks tonight. So, something we didn't get to do, I didn't get to break down all the stats early in this game, guys. They are taking an extra long commercial break. We are in the middle of a commercial break. The Kansas City Chiefs just tied this game up. The Buffalo Bills are lining up to receive the kickoff. So, Buffalo 7, Chiefs 7. It'll be a 1st and whatever after we get the kickoff right now. These are your head-to-head team defensive stats here for the Chiefs and the Bills. You guys can make heads or tails of this right now. Kansas City Chiefs about to take the field. Here is the kickoff. Here is the return, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, down at about the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Buffalo. One more thing that I thought would be fun to show you guys, as we always do on this channel. Take a quick look at how close it is for Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, 2,099 passing yards, 280 rushing yards, and 21 total touchdowns. Meanwhile, Josh Allen, 1,560 in the passing yards, 260 in the rushing yards, and only 17 total touchdowns. Tied for interceptions, Mahomes has a lower completion percentage and a lower passer rating. Here is Josh Allen taking the snap from the 30-yard line and handing that off for a 2-yard gain on the left-hand side. Maybe a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9, the clock starts ticking. Buffalo with the football. Buffalo has the football now. I have to make a quick adjustment again. Buffalo has the football now. 2nd down and 9. Josh Allen looking to get on track here, a shotgun with James Cook standing to his left, Josh Allen standing in between the two hash marks. Here's the snap. The blitz comes in quickly. A windup and a throw. The catch will be made by Keon Coleman. Coleman goes down at about the 37-yard line right now. 3rd down and 4 after a 5-yard pickup here. So 3rd down and 4, and the Buffalo Bills need a big conversion. Let's see if Buffalo can convert this 3rd down. Tuna, get the F around. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Is Tuna in the house? Tuna, thanks for checking in. Vicious Tuna, Drake May over either of these two quarterbacks. Honestly, Vicious Tuna, they might ostracize you for saying that, but I'm on your side with that, man. Here is a scramble, and down goes Josh Allen, who gets hit pretty hard on that one, gets the legs wrapped up, and that'll be a sack by George of the Jungle. Happy Sunday, brothers, says, says Christopher. George Karloftis going to be credited for a sack right there. George of the Jungle gets the bag, -2 yards. It brings up a 4th down and about 6. 4th down and 6, and the punt team going to have to come out. Buffalo Bills, their drive stalled out quickly. So here is the punt team. Bills Mafia, not too much to get excited about. The kickoff, the return from the 15-yard line gets to the 20, down at the 21. 1st and 10 coming up for Kansas City. So we'll get a quick change of possession. What up, my dudes? Saying, what's up? Yahit. Thanks for checking in. Skull Vikings, he says. You're trolling, Mario. May ain't even done it for a year. Gladham's, I'm not trolling. He has a better record than both of these teams right now. There is the face mask right there. We'll see, man. I made my bold prediction. I made a bold prediction earlier this season saying that the team to beat in the AFC East. By the way, for the record, just to continue trolling on these Buffalo Bills fans right now, did you know that Drake, and this is a true story, by the way, Drake May has as many Super Bowl appearances as Josh Allen. Ooh. Don't listen to the trolls, says Jeremy. Ooh. No, I'm just poking some fun. I'm ribbing the Buffalo Bills fans right now. For the record, Chiefs will lose. Josh, you got move. Running 2. Okay, go. I thought I would just poke on the ribs right there of the Buffalo Bills. We are in the middle of a commercial break. The Buffalo Bills did just punt away to the Kansas City Chiefs. So we are getting a change of possession. By the way, there was a face mask going to be called against Ty Johnson of the Buffalo Bills. This will be a 15-yard penalty, so the Kansas City Chiefs will start the drive on the 37-yard line. Pretty decent field position. This is insanity. May over Mahomes and Allen. 2 maps, says Lamont. 2 maps, says Lamont. I'm just trolling, guys. I'm just poking fun right now. This is the schedule for Kansas City right now. Kansas City has no game next week, bye week in week 11. By the way, this game is going to be Thanksgiving, November 27th. I will be live on Thanksgiving covering this game, guys. So if y'all get a chance while you are, whatever it is that you're doing, man, maybe you're with family, maybe this is your family, guys. I'm sure there's a few people out there who, like me, spend more time out here on YouTube than with you know, for whatever reason, whatever the reason might be, I know there are a lot of people out there who probably hang out with me more often than they hang out with other people. Those of you who are in that category, thank you very much. But next week, no game for Kansas City, then a game against the Broncos in Week 11. Week 12, Colts and Chiefs. Week 13 on Thanksgiving, Chiefs and Cowboys. And then Week 14, Sunday Night Football. This should say Texans at Chiefs. It says Colts down here, but it is Texans. Okay, let's get to the action. 1st and 10, Kansas City at the 36-yard line. Motion from Xavier Worthy. Mahomes out of the pistol will take the snap. Pressure coming in. Mahomes will get wrapped up, and Mahomes is going to be crushed by Christian Benford. Benford going to bag him here. Sack launch for Mr. Mahomes. A 2nd down and 15. Great job by that Buffalo Bills defense to get in and make the tackle. I'll be watching with my turkey that day. But I will be here. I will be here for you guys on Thanksgiving, so just keep that in mind. My plan is to cover 2 games that day and then have Thursday Thanksgiving dinner with the family. But 2nd down and 16. Motion from Xavier Worthy, who jogs gingerly to the bottom of the screen. Mahomes will wind up and fires. Catch is made across midfield. Big grab right there for Rashee Rice of 24 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st down for Kansas City on 2nd down and 15. 24-yard pickup ain't no thing for number 4. Rashee Rice makes the grab. Cross midfield down at the Buffalo 46. Can Buffalo stand up? They got that early sack right there, but they gave up a big play. Buffalo's defense got to get it right. Buffalo's defense got to get it right. It's a 7-7 game. Motion from Travis Kelce as he goes to the top of this formation. This will be a snap and a handoff to, looks like the back, Kareem Hunt, going to drag a few Bills players with him, and Kareem Hunt will pick up 13 yards for back-to-back 1st downs, Kansas City. Kansas City now inside of Buffalo Bills territory at the Buffalo 33. The Chiefs are inside of Bills territory, and they are marching. Can Buffalo get the stop? Or is this going to be another 7 points here for the Chiefs? 11 minutes left to go here in the first half. We will have a trivia quiz for you guys at halftime around the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Shotgun formation, the snap and a handoff. This time going to go nowhere on the play. Smith will get wrapped up and lose 2 yards on it. 2nd down and 12. Clock continues to tick. Good stop there on a tackle for loss. Joey Bosa going to be credited for that one. And I am out of Red Bull. I am out of Red Bull. That's okay. Probably for the better. 2nd down and 12. 10.5 left to go in the first half. We are all tied up at 7-7. Patrick Mahomes, the leader of this thing, going to step back into a pistol. He's standing on the 40, the ball on the 35. Here is the snap. Going to wind up and throw. Mahomes overshoots Noah Gray. Pass is incomplete, stopping the clock with 10:09. 3rd down and 12 coming up. So a 3rd down and 12. This is Harrison Butker field goal range. There's nothing like a good old huge Thanksgiving meal, says the real SJ. That is facts, man. No Red Bull. Have a caramel apple drink. It's too early in the day for that, man. We got a lot of football left to go. If I start drinking now, no, sir. Ain't no way, my friend. Ain't no way I can hang on for the whole day if I start now. 3rd down and 12. Here's the snap, dropping back against the 3-man rush. A wind up and a throw. Is that going to be caught? Does he hang on to it? The officials say yes. This will be a 7-yard gain right there from Xavier Worthy. This will bring up a 4th down and 5, but a 4th down nevertheless. Big stop there by the Buffalo Bills defense, and Harrison Butker will come out to do his thing. Butker going to line up, going to line this thing up, going to take his step over to the side. Harrison Butker for the field goal. Looks like a 46-yarder. 46-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. Waiting for the snap. Whistles coming in. The officials stopping this play right now. Whistles coming in. Timeout going to be called right here. Maybe Buffalo trying to ice the kicker. A timeout will be called right now by the Buffalo Bills. And a quick commercial break with 9:31 left to go. They call me Manster. saying Gladham's just coffee here, says Sandra. Miss it, says Pete Carroll. Go Buffalo, says Nathan Jam. Gladham saying, I'm high on life. Rock and roll. The one time I actually took the Kansas City Chiefs and they forget how to play, says Country Chaos. Good hold, Bills. A game changer, says Ward Hanold. Both Red Bull and Monster energy drinks are bad for the body, but Monster tastes better. I guess to each their own. I've always been a fan of sugar-free Red Bull. Lining up the kick here, guys, on 4th down and 5. The 46-yard field goal attempt is up, and this one is good. The field goal is there. We reserve this one for the field goal sounds. Now, this is our field goal sound. And so, 3 points on the board. 3 points on the board for the Kansas City Chiefs. The score is now 10-7, and Kansas City has a 3-point lead. 9:27 left to go here. And we go to a commercial break. Back to a quick commercial break. Okay, guys, it's still early. You know what I haven't done yet, though? I didn't do this during the last live stream. Let's do it during this one. Where are you watching from? It's one of my favorites of all time. Guys, where are you watching from? Let me know in the chat. Let's read some new chats. If you're new to this, guys, or if you watched the last live stream, or if you like to hang out in the back, good chance for y'all to check in. I'm going to read some of these comments rapid fire. We'll see how long this takes. But we've got Minnesota in the house. TH Run checking in. Earth Citizen, I see you. Edgar saying Shakir. Samuel Kincaid. All of those guys. I'm in Dallas, Texas, saying Reynaldo Rodriguez. I'm in San Antonio, Texas. You're right down the road, bro. Let's go. Thank you from the membership in Virginia. Thanks for checking in, Real Bill P. Moscow, Idaho, says Troy Morgan. Prince in Pennsylvania. We got Chase in Miami. David in Puyallup. Wolfie in State Prison. Yikes. What's going on? Angry Pillow saying Victoria, Texas in the house. West Virginia. Thanks for checking in. DVN saying I'm in my car right now. Dude, rock and roll, bro. Appreciate you listening to this live stream. Bryski, what's going on in California with the big flex right now? Washing from Southwest Montana. Appreciate you checking in, Country Chaos. GG out in prison. Okay, man, we're here for you regardless, bro. We got Pittsburgh in the house. Wichita, Kansas. What is that? Is that Kansas? Yeah, Kansas in the house. What's going on, man? Wichita's in the house. Jammin' Freedom in the Lazy Boy. Bangor, Maine. Never heard of it, but what's up, dude? Thanks for checking in. Oak Hills, West Virginia, says Jane Best. Oxnard, California. Charlotte, North Carolina, having some representation in the chat. Let's go, Frankie. We got Maroon Commando in Spring Hill, Florida. And Get Shardy, interesting name, checking in right now in Minnesota. Tanya in Alabama. Citrus Springs, Florida. Janine in Florida. Pete Carroll saying Rams are winning. San Quentin in the house. Not going to get a chance to read all of these comments, guys. This commercial break not going to last forever. I appreciate y'all checking into the chat. Robert Zamora in the 210. And we've got Kate Brazil in Colorado as well. Thank you guys for participating with me during that quick commercial break. Here's the kickoff and the return for Buffalo out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Buffalo Bills now coming up. And it looks like players shoving each other around, officials with their hands full trying to break it up right now. Devani Powell in Jamaica. Erica in Denver. S. Groman checking in for the Buffalo Bills. Villarde Farfon in España. Jeremy in España. ¿Qué onda? Victoria, Texas, baby, says Angry Pillow. All right, guys, thank you for checking in. Let's go ahead and minimize the chat right now. The game call always comes first, guys, so let's get locked in. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Welcome to first downs. Welcome to first down, Sandra. Here's the snap on 1st and 10. Here's the scramble play. It's going to be a toss forward. A beautiful play for Josh Allen. He will connect up the ways. Looks like that's a catch for Hawes, and that's good for a Buffalo Bills. First down, an 18-yard pickup for Buffalo. Josh Allen, by the way, had the football, and it wasn't an overhead throw. He did that backhanded toss upfield like that, tossed that upfield, and Hawes made the play. Couple yards after the catch, 1st and 10. Football to the Buffalo 48. Thank you, Sandra, and welcome to First Down, a new channel member. Here's the snap, a little play action. Going to the right-hand side, a wind-up and a throw. Catch will be made, dropping this man on his head. Looks like Shaver's going to get a catch, and that should be good for about 7. Looks like another first down. Thank you for checking in. Another first down. We got 2 new members today. Gets Hardy in the house. Think I'm understanding the name. Thanks for checking in. 2nd down and 3 coming up after a 7-yard catch for Shavers for the Buffalo Bills. Motion on the field once again. Josh Allen will take the snap and hand this off to James Cook, who will find some room. He breaks a few tackles, gets brought down inside the 40 on 2nd down and 3. A flag could come back to haunt this team. There's a flag on the play. It will be a holding on the Buffalo Bills, so what would have been a first down instead, holding on the offense. Looks like Dawson Knox is going to be charged for it, number 88. This is going to be replay 2nd down. Replay 2nd down. Stop the clock here. 2nd down and 13. It would have been a first down, 2nd down and 13. Robert Zamora gifting out the memberships. Let's go, Robert. Appreciate that, sir. 2nd down and 13 all the way back here at their own 44-yard line. Josh Allen waits for the snap. He takes it. The 4-man rush comes in. Allen in a clean pocket will wind up and throw. Lots of space. The 30, the 25, the 20, the 10. Pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Dalton Kincaid makes a big play. That's good for a first down. First down here. Trying to show the flag for the Buffalo Bills on the holding. I pushed the wrong button and put up this instead. Anyways, so big, huge play for Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid will go up for 47 yards. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. It's a handoff here to Ty Johnson, who will pick up 6. 1st and goal from the 7 becomes a 2nd and goal from the 3. A 47-yard grab earlier. A follow-up with a 6-yard run. 2nd down and goal. Football on the 3-yard line. Buffalo Bills with it. Clock is ticking. Here is the snap and a handoff left-hand side. In for the paint job. Looks like Ty Johnson will score. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. So touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. The score is 13-10, and Buffalo will answer back. Buffalo will answer back. So inside the red zone, the Buffalo Bills did a fantastic job of converting there. A lot of stuff happening at the same time. Didn't have a chance to drop the red zone music. Normally I do drop the red zone music. Dalton Kincaid with the biggest play of the day so far for 47 yards. That drive was capped off by a 3-yard Ty Johnson touchdown. The extra point attempt from the left hash is up and is good, and the score is 14-10. With 6 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the first half, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a game. We got ourselves a game. Bills Mafia, where y'all at? Looking for Bills Mafia to show up to the chat right now. Angry Pillow, don't spoil. Aha, Buffalo with Kincaid. 4 receptions right now. Thank you for that super chat right here, Palm Beach Trader. Appreciate you, bro. $10 super coming in. Let's go. Looking for those, looking for the Bills Mafia. There is Tator Tater. Tater to Sari Yummy. What's going on, Tater Tots? Tater Tots are yummy. I couldn't read the name. Tater Tots are yummy. Checking in saying go Bills. Luna checking in for Buffalo. Anthony saying I'm back. I'm subbed. What up, Anthony? Jesse saying let's go Buffalo. We got this one. Come on. Jesse Sandoval saying let's go Buffalo. Who else out here? Lake saying Bills Mafia in the house. Let's go Bills, says Angry Pillow. Let's go Bills, says Kevin. I can't stand the chips, says Kevin Saltler. Bills Mafia is in the house. All right, folks, let's talk fantasy scores right now. This is getting kind of crazy right now for these Buffalo Bills on offense. Patrick Mahomes going to take the field in just a moment, but Josh Allen, 12 of 14 today for 138 passing yards. That is 11 fantasy points. He does have a passing touchdown. Next to him, James Cook, 8 rushes, good for 43 yards, 4 fantasy points for James Cook. No touchdown because Ty Johnson definitely sharked that touchdown on the drive. James Cook owners probably going to be a little agitated about that, but it is what it is. So James Cook, 4 fantasy points for him. Dalton Kincaid leading this team in receiving yards right now. Dalton Kincaid, the tight end, 75 receiving yards, 1 touchdown, 16 fantasy points on the day. Other top pass catchers here, looks like Hawes, the other tight end, has 18 yards, and Khalil Shakir has 14, but that's really it for the Buffalo Bills. Ty Johnson with 12, nobody else with double-digit receiving yards. We are about to see the offense for the Kansas City Chiefs take the field. The defense for Kansas City, which we did not break down throughout this game, just gave up 6 points. So the Buffalo Bills did a great job on offense. This defense here with George Karlaftis, Chris Jones, Derek Nnadi, Mike Dana, Drew Tranquill, Nick Bolton, Leo Chenal. These guys have done a good job so far in this game, but they did just give up 7 points. Let's see what Kansas City offense has up their sleeve for this Buffalo Bills team. Tick-tock. There's the kickoff. This will be returned. So after the Bills scored, Chiefs going to bring this out. Looks like a big return here for Thornton. Tyquan Thornton going to bring it out to about the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Kansas City with 6:31 left to go. 1st and 10 coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs, the Kansas City 41. Can they answer back? Pterodactyl, cheers to you, sir. Appreciate that comment. Big George Karlaftis, says DJ Gene. George of the Jungle. George of the Jungle. King George, whatever you want to call him. Motion on the field from Xavier Worthy as he goes to the bottom of the screen. Here is the snap. It's a handoff, and this will be a run right up the middle. Kareem Hunt going to run with some aggression on that play. He'll pick up 8 yards. That's good for a 2nd down and 2. 2nd down. Football to the Kansas City 48. They're showing some highlights right now. That looked like a big catch on the right side, and they're saying it's no good. So, no touchdown there. I think that was a celebration that probably shouldn't have happened, but here we go. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation on 2nd down. This time, Mahomes at the 48-yard line, just shy of midfield, will take the snap. A quick throw to the right-hand side. Rashee Rice going to break a few tackle steps on the gas and picks up 8 yards. That's good for a Kansas City 1st down. The Chiefs pick up a fresh set of downs. Keeps the clock ticking right now. Go Bills, says Stacks. What's going on, guys? Not a great day for May, but the W puts atop the AFC, says Vicious Tuna. Squash that Kermit, says Council. Starks, E.R. Stark checking in saying, go Chargers, Bills all the way. All right, guys, we've got a divided chat room today. That's actually the way I like it. We've got Patrick Mahomes who steps up, calls a quick change. Play clock down to 3. Mahomes takes the snap. Mahomes going to scramble to the right-hand side. He's on the run. He's going to wind up and throw upfield. Pass incomplete. This one brings up a 2nd and 10. That pass was just a throwaway. 5:03 left to go. I think the Dodgers had good luck, good timing, and good defense, says Michael Castro. Dodgers, they are the World Series champions. Let's go Bills, says Bryski. Let's go Chiefs, says Ikoe. Pats win the game, says Lisa Marty. Okay, folks, let's lock in. I'm going to step away from the chat. I know I always say that, and I always go back to the chat. But football at the 46-yard line. Noah Gray is the motion man right now. Patrick Mahomes has not targeted Travis Kelce today. Here's the snap and a handoff to Smith, who will pick up about 6 yards on 2nd down and 10. So a 3rd down and 4 coming up. 3rd down and 4. Both teams have had very good drives at this point. Chiefs will get the football to start the 2nd half. 4 minutes and 44 seconds. 4-4-4. I'm from Kansas City, listening in Huntington Beach, California. Go Chiefs, says OB. What up, OB? I don't know if I said your name right, but I appreciate you checking in. So, 4:25, shotgun formation. Mahomes sends Worthy to the bottom of the screen. He's looking that way. He will throw to Worthy. It's almost picked off. There's a flag in on the play. Stops the clock with 4:15. Let's find out what this penalty is going to be. There is laundry on the field, folks. Illegal formation. I think it's going to be the call here. Waiting for it. He went to do this, but it wasn't a false start. Illegal formation on the offense. That penalty is actually going to be declined, and the Buffalo Bills would rather take the down than take the yardage right here. 3rd down and 4 becomes 4th down and 4 after the illegal formation. 4th down and, I guess I misread, 4th down and 3 at the Buffalo 39. Do you go for it or no? If I'm Kansas City, I take the Harrison Butker field goal. Personally, I take the Harrison Butker field goal. But it's a 4th down and 3 from the 39. Whistles coming in. Looks like a timeout going to be called by Buffalo. They will stop the clock right here. They're going to talk about their next play. Formula saying no, spelling it with a G. Go defense, bring it on. 3/3 saying Stacks. I bet third base coach for Blue Jays is under some scrutiny right now. Numerous base runners thrown out at 3rd and 2nd and at home plate, says Wolfie. Facts, bro. Facts. I think I need a little water. I feel the pipes tightening up just a little bit. Mo Motion Marco saying FN over Chat Sports. I wish more people shared that with you, Mo Motion. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Motion on the field, a shotgun formation from the 39-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on 4th down and 3. They are lined up to go. Here is the snap. Mahomes will wind up and throw. It's broken up. There's no flag. A conversion not going to be there. It's a turnover on downs. Buffalo Bills, 1st down. And Buffalo gets the football now. Buffalo taking the ball back here. Mahomes tried to throw it up the hash mark, tried to force feed it there, and Buffalo gets the football. Kelce washed, doubtful, says Julie for Hope. That pass was intended for Rashee Rice, trying to force feed it into Rashee Rice, and instead, it's batted down by Bishop. So great job defensively, and with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go, the Buffalo Bills will take over at the 39-yard line. Pretty good field position for the Buffalo Bills. Broke the record, says Gladams. WTF, says Country. Sorry, Country Chaos. Surprised no flag to keep the drive alive, says Florida Man. What's going on, Florida Man? Thanks for checking in, homie. Appreciate you, sir. Okay, now feed Cook and then throw a touchdown. Who do you have playing in today's game? Are you guys playing fantasy sports right now? And if you are, who do you have playing in today's contest? I will let you guys know that for today's contest, I don't think I have anyone. I don't think I have anyone in today's game for either team. Not in my money league, at least. James Cook playing right now, saying Lake Shia, Monique Benning. What's going on? What is pass rushing in Rice? What? Jesse James, why don't we try that question again? Space checking in, Space Explorers, saying Mahomes usually runs that one. Should have been a Mahomes run. Looks like Shane says stuff. Patrick Mahomes. You got Mahomes in this one, Shane? Okay. Sasha Savisha saying Buffalo. Defense going to get a pick now. Allen seems to be someone that's playing. Kelce for 15-plus receiving right now. Marquis has Rice and Allen. DJ Jean barbecuing today. Fudge, yeah, says Pterodactyl. Got Kelce and Cook, says Mr. Sifix. Buffalo can't win in the playoffs, question mark. No, they really kind of can't, dude. They really kind of can't. Bills ball, says Pete. That is correct. It is indicated by the arrow above my head right now. That's bull, says Corn 11s. Come on, Patrick Mahomes. Bills going to win 34-33. Dallas us Monday. Kelce, both quarterbacks, and Cook. By the way, guys, if y'all have not signed up for the Week 10 pick'ems, Week 10 pick'ems are now available. First and 10, we'll let you know if we have a winner for Week 9 pick'ems. James Cook, a big, strong run to open things up, and James Cook takes it from the Buffalo 40 to the Kansas City 44. A 16-yard run right here for number 4, and James Cook picks up a Buffalo Bills first down. Buffalo from their own 40. Hand this off to James Cook. He picks up 16 yards, brought down by Connor, but not before he picks up 16 yards and puts this in Chiefs territory. Buffalo inside of Chiefs territory. Buffalo with the football. Buffalo on the march. A 4-point lead for the Bills here. Motion on the field. Josh Allen will hand it off to James Cook again, and James Cook will get stuffed after picking up about 3 yards on that play. This will bring up a 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7. Clock remains hot. We are approaching the 2-minute warning. Buffalo has just 1 timeout remaining. I am covering the Seahawks game tonight, Curtis. Thank you for asking. Parker Romo wins the game for the Pats, says Vicious Tuna. Feed him 5 more times, says Blue Rose Pack. All right, Blue Rose. 2nd down and 7. James Cook in the backfield, standing to the left of Josh Allen. Josh Allen on the on the right hash will throw to the far side here. Catch made on the left side of the field. Catch made by number 10, who is Khalil Shakir. Shakir will pick up 4 yards on 2nd and 7. It brings up a 3rd down and 3. We are getting closer and closer to the 2-minute warning, and if they don't want to get one more play, they don't have to. Thank you for gifting out that Football Nation membership there, Robert Samore. Appreciate that. They haven't played yet, says Pete Carroll. They haven't played yet, Pete Carroll. Looks like E.R. Stark gets the channel membership. Nice. Thanks for sticking around. A 3rd down. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. Buffalo not going to get the play off right here. They're going to take their time. They want to hang on to the football, because they will have to kick off to start the 2nd half. Surprised Kansas City didn't use any of their timeouts there. You would think that Kansas City is going to want some time. You would think that Kansas City would want some time. Do you cover the Vikings games? Only when they play in the prime time slot, but when Vikings play in prime time, I do. I do. Okay, folks. Taking a quick look over here. Didn't get a chance to run through all of our graphics. We are inside the 2-minute warning. Taking a look. We took a look at this one. We took a look at the quarterback comparison as well. So we broke down the head-to-head between the quarterbacks, right? We broke down the head-to-head between the defenses. We haven't broke down the head-to-head here between the run game. Guys, the run game for Buffalo is nasty. They are averaging 164 rushing yards per game. That is the best run game in all of football right now. Yes, even over Jonathan Taylor, this is the #1 rushing team in the NFL. They have the most rushing attempts per game. They are 2nd in rushing per attempt. They are 2nd in rushing touchdowns per game, and 43% of their total yardage comes from the ground game. That is huge. That is 3rd in the NFL. Meanwhile, a more balanced approach right here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Rushing yards per game, 9th in the NFL. Rushing attempts per game, 9th in the NFL. Top 12 inside the yards per attempt and rushing touchdowns category. But that is what it is. Now, one thing I wanted to bring up here is this graphic, right? Because we talked about the games that we cover. We've covered multiple games this season for the Minnesota Vikings. We will cover more Minnesota Vikings as the season goes on. We're going to cover every single team in the NFL this year, I think, except for the New Orleans Saints. I don't think we're going to have a Saints game, and I think we've already covered just about everyone. I don't think there's one team here that we haven't covered. Maybe the Cardinals, but we're going to cover them this week on Monday Night Football. Tennessee Titans going to be the other team that we haven't covered. So no games for Tennessee this season and no games for the Saints this season. But outside of that, man, we have covered every single game already, and we are just halfway through the season. So we cover quite a bit. We do cover quite a bit on this channel. Coming out of the 2-minute warning, 3rd down and 3, Kansas City 37-yard line. Buffalo Bills with the football right now. From the 37, Josh Allen under center will make a quick audible. Everyone doing this, so I guess this must be their call. Backing up into the shotgun, Josh Allen takes the snap, a quick throw to Khalil Shakir. Shakir going to put his head down and pick up 4 yards. That's good for a Buffalo Bills first down. First down for Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. 1:45 left to go. Okay, timeout going to be called here with 1:45. Someone calling a timeout. Clock is stopped. Timeout going to be used by the Kansas City Chiefs, so they will want some time. Kansas City going to use their first timeout. Broncos got the W today, says Eric. Yes, Eric. Broncos did get the W today. Commanders descending, Seahawks ascending. I'm going with Seattle. Me too, Julie. Me too. Good job sharing the sugar, Buffalo. Ooh, I like that. That's sweet. Sharing that sugar, says Russell Field. Your vernacular is spectacular, sir. Fred Hart, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Your vernacular is spectacular. Tsunami asking what team I root for tomorrow for Monday Night Football. I will be wearing my Dallas Cowboys jersey. I will be rocking the Dallas Cowboys chain. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. I hope that you guys don't judge the book by its cover, and I hope you guys are back for tomorrow night's game. If only to watch the Cowboys lose. Cowboys will win, but I know there's going to be some people in here hoping for a Cowboys loss. Mostly the Eagles fans. Okay, Josh Allen calls a quick play, and I think they know it's going to go left. Josh Allen going to wind up and throw deep. Shot downfield. Catch made inside the 10. Dawson Knox with a big grab of 30 yards. On 3rd down and 3, Dawson Knox makes a 30-yard grab for a Buffalo Bills first down. First down for Buffalo. Huge play there. Huge play there for Dawson Knox as he's pushed out of bounds. So he goes OOB. 1:43 left to go. It's a 1st and goal here for the Buffalo Bills. 1st and goal coming up for the Buffalo Bills. They are at the Kansas City 3-yard line. Knock, knock, knocking on the Chiefs' door. Motion, a snap, a handoff. James Cook going to be stuffed at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal at the 1. Clock continues to tick right now. No timeout going to be called by the Chiefs. Going to let this one tick away. I think you should call the timeout. There we go. Clock has stopped with 1:30. So 90 seconds remaining. A timeout will be called by Kansas City. Space letting us know we are inside the red zone. Thanks for the reminder. Buffalo Bills looking to score here. Inside the red zone, a timeout has been called by the Kansas City Chiefs. The Buffalo Bills just inches shy of the end zone. So the timeout was called. Edgar saying you need to challenge this. Edgar saying that was a touchdown. James Cook trying to keep those legs going. James Cook looks like he was down shy of the end zone for sure. I mean, if his leg never touches the ground, he could be on his back. No, the elbow touched, man. I think he's down for sure. He's definitely down. It's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Josh Allen under center. They are all bunched up on this goal line formation. 2nd and goal. It's going to be a quarterback sneak, and Josh Allen not going to get there. He is wrapped up and literally barrel grabbed and picked up and pulled away. Josh Allen getting manhandled out there by that Chiefs defense. A good stop defensively here. Josh Allen saying he is in, and I think he might be in, guys. I think they might be in. The officials marking it short, but I think Josh Allen definitely found the end zone. Oh, yeah, no doubt. He broke that plane. It was close, but he broke that plane for sure. Waiting for my TV screen to say it. Waiting for my TV screen to say it. That's going to be in. 1:30 on the board. They're saying 3rd down and goal. They're looking at this one. I think they're going to call it. Is it or is it not? Come on, TV screen. Tell me what it is. Waiting for it. And I think they are going to call this one a touchdown. So touchdown, Buffalo Bills. Touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. They are marking it as 6 points on the board. Here comes the extra point attempt. Touchdown for Buffalo. The Bills punched it in. And here comes the extra point attempt. From the left hash, the extra point attempt is up, and the extra point attempt is good, which means that the Buffalo Bills have 11 points more than the Kansas City Chiefs with just 93 seconds left to go in the first half. Just 93 seconds left to go in the first half. Kevin saying touchdown. That's it. Okay. So, another quick commercial break. We'll get back to the action here momentarily. Oof, that's hurting the ear right now. Excuse me. Excuse me. So let's take a quick look right now. Taking a look at some of the analytics for this live stream. Just at about 40,000, just about 4,000 people watching this live stream with us. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Do not forget to smash that like button. I know every YouTuber says it. We are getting close to halftime right now, and we are going to a quick commercial break. Their head is in the game, says Sandra. Let's see. Mario was hating earlier talking about the Bills. Oh, yeah, I was definitely. Are you still hurt from that, Derek? It's okay, man. It's okay. Welcome to the world of being a Cowboys fan. If you understood how much Cowboys fans get roasted on the daily, that ain't nothing, brother. You're okay, I promise. Appreciate you for calling me out. Thanks. Mario Dixon, thanks for checking in, brother. Cheers to you, bro. Let's go Bills, says Nathan Walker. I need to change my vote to Bills. You know what, guys? Let's ask y'all this one instead. Forget about who will win. I'm more curious right now for who are you rooting for? That's what I want to know. Who are you rooting for? Are we rooting for the Chiefs? Because this is going to be a 50-50 room, I guess. My guess is that we've got a 50-50 room today. I think we got half Chiefs, half Bills. You guys will prove me right or wrong out there. If we got more Chiefs fans or more people rooting for the Buffalo Bills than the Kansas City Chiefs, then I guess we'll find out. Bills 64%. Bills Mafia checking into the house. Okay, Bills Mafia. Okay, Bills Mafia, I see you out there. Buffalo Bills, for the record, we haven't brought this up at all today, so we'll bring it up now. The Buffalo Bills' next 5 weeks are as follows, guys. Buffalo Bills have an AFC East matchup next week against the spinning and sputtering, I guess we can call it floundering, Miami Dolphins in Week 10. Week 11, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That should be a good game. Week 12, Thursday Night Football. I will be live for this Thursday night matchup between the Texans and the Bills. Then we've got Week 13, which is going to be November 30th, Steelers and Bills. And Week 14, going to be Bengals at Bills. So those should be some good matchups right there. Chiefs get the ball first in the second. Wait, yes, they do, Kevin. The Chiefs will get the football to start the second half. Here is the kickoff right now. The Buffalo Bills getting ready to send this back to the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs get the return. Here we go from the 5 to the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, out to about the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, Kansas City. 126 on the board. Halftime trivia, question mark. You know it, Duff. Always, always. 1 timeout remaining for Kansas City. Let's see if they can get up. Wow. A 68-yard field goal from Cam Little in Jacksonville just broke the NFL record, by the way. We have a new NFL record for the longest field goal ever kicked. Cam Little just broke Justin Tucker's record. 68-yard field goal was successful for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1st and 10, a quick throw to the left-hand side. Kareem Hunt going to pluck that one out of the air. He'll pick up about 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. Clock is ticking. So, Cam Little just broke an NFL record in the Jaguars-Raiders game. That game is 6-3. Miserable game there. Here is Kansas City on the scramble. Patrick Mahomes will wind up and throw. Travis Kelce left wide open. Will pick up tons of yardage on that play. 20 yards. That's good for a first down. First down, Kansas City. No huddle offense. They're going to get up quickly and back to the line with 50 seconds left to go after the catch from number 87. Here's the play dropping back, this time from the 41-yard line. A deep shot upfield. The catch is made inside the 5, and down goes Marquise Hollywood Brown at the 1. That is going to be a catch, and that is going to be a first and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 1-yard line. Kansas City has it. Mahomes, a hurry-up offense. No huddle right now with 26 seconds left to go. The Chiefs getting back to the line at the 1-yard line now, knocking on the door of the Buffalo Bills. Timeout will be called. Buffalo stopping the clock with 20 seconds. Okay, back-to-back monster plays. A 20-yard grab for Travis Kelce, followed by a 40-yard catch right there for Marquise Brown. Marquise Hollywood Brown gets those legs wrapped up at about the 3-yard line, and he goes down a yard short of the end zone. It's first and goal at the 1. First and goal at the 1 with 20 seconds left to go. So, first and goal. And I got to move the possession needle over so nobody's confused by who has ball. Chiefs have the football. Final timeout was taken just now by the Buffalo Bills. They have no timeouts remaining. Chiefs do have 1 remaining. So if they want a Kareem Hunt touchdown, they can go for one here. If it doesn't work out, they can call the timeout. That's exactly what they do. Kareem Hunt going to get wrapped up. Mahomes turns around and calls the timeout with 16 seconds left to go. So final timeout going to be taken right there. Kareem Hunt getting stopped. That is a huge, massive stop by the Buffalo Bills defense. A massive stop by the Buffalo Bills defense right there to stop Kareem Hunt from scoring on that play. 15 seconds left to go. It's second down and goal from the 1-yard line. No gain there for Kareem Hunt. Final timeout taken by the Kansas City Chiefs. A stop that is solid, says Julie. I'm not hiding the receiving stats out there. It's just the fact that if I go down, there's only so much I can show, so now you don't get quarterbacks. Here we go, second and goal. Second and goal. Shotgun formation. Looks like bouncing over to the right-hand side. Motion from Xavier Worthy on this play. Patrick Mahomes going to take a shot for sure. There's the snap. Dropping back. Mahomes should have thrown to Kareem Hunt. He was open at the end of the end zone, at the edge of the end zone right there. Instead, Mahomes will throw it away. Third down and goal coming up with 9 seconds left. Third and goal at the Buffalo 1. Buffalo gets another stop. Buffalo gets another stop. Okay. Lonnie Jones saying, awesome job. Roll Tide, says Lonnie. Thanks for checking in. Lonnie, Lister Jones. Third and goal, Patrick Mahomes. Looking for an answer here. Play clock down to 3. Mahomes takes the snap. He is in the pocket. He will shoot to the end zone. And Travis Kelce going to be absolutely blown up on the play. Pass incomplete. Fourth and goal coming up. Will the Chiefs go for it or just take the points now? Okay, guys. The Chiefs going to get the football to start the next one. To start the second half. They could make this one an 8-point game. With a field goal here, it would be a 1-possession game. A 19-yard field goal attempt coming up right now. I think that what they're doing is the smart choice. It is a 19-yard field goal attempt coming up right now. The field goal is up. The field goal is good. Harrison Butker going to put 3 points on the board now for the Kansas City Chiefs. That one, a 19-yard chip shot field goal. Good stand right there by the Buffalo Bills to not give up 6 points. And the Buffalo Bills will get the kickoff one time. They'll probably take the knee and go into the locker room. I can't imagine that they're going to risk an injury here at the end of the half. So no teams with any timeouts remaining. The Chiefs probably going to force them to return this one so that they can get into the locker room and get the football back to start the second half. Okay, by the way, once again, guys, in about 3 seconds of regular time, we are going to cut over to our trivia quiz. And as always, we love to have fun on this one. I'm going to ask y'all 10 questions, and I'm going to not spoil it right now, but just know I've got a fresh trivia quiz for you guys at halftime. Don't go anywhere. Ooh, baby. We got to get to 59,000 tonight. Got to get to 59,000, guys. We are looking for a few more. You know what I'm talking about. We'll get there at some point, but that's our goal for today. If you guys are entertained, I'm not going to ask anyone to subscribe just yet. I just want you to stick around. Hang out through halftime. Try this trivia quiz with me. It is a trivia quiz that was put together by me and the team here at Football Nation. Santino and I put together this trivia quiz. I am excited for it. A couple of more recent event questions in this trivia quiz for sure. So I hope you did your brushing up here for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Gonna have some good one now. Crazy legs, says Marvin Merriman. Okay. Ghost of Kiev back in the house saying, show Mario some love and hit that like button. Appreciate you, Ghost of Kiev. Honestly, don't even worry about that. Seriously, that doesn't even matter right now. The likes are cool. The subscribe, super cool. But you know what? You guys hanging out and enjoying this live stream and actually feeling a connection on this side with me, that is what's going to take this channel places. I see you on the other side of your phone, out there on your tablet, sitting on the couch watching this one, driving the truck right now while you are working, or maybe you got your headphones plugged in and you're at work today on Sunday. If you're one of those people, thank you guys for giving me some of your time today. 3 seconds left to go in the first half of this one. Travis Kelce saying, I don't feel anything. I'm good, but he is going to go to the locker room a little early, maybe a concussion protocol to take a look at Kelce. We are going to get the kickoff here. Chiefs going to kick off to the Buffalo Bills. Here is the return, Buffalo. This one goes through the back of the end zone. And it looks like the Bills are going to start this drive on the 35. Again, I can't imagine that they actually draw up a play here. My guess is that they're going to take a knee, and we are going to go to halftime. Offense taking the field right now. And they are in victory formation, so they are going to take the knee here. Here's the snap. There's the knee. This will take us to the end. Let's go into into halftime here. Let's reset that. Start our clock. We're going to put 3 timeouts back on the board, and we're going to do our trivia quiz. I'll keep the scoreboard up during the whole trivia quiz. Let's do this thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your time to shine. I'm going to ask y'all 10 questions, and all you got to do is answer these to the best of your ability. There are no penalties for wrong answers, so just do your best and forget the rest. Let's go and start this one. Question number 1. What year did Arrowhead Stadium officially open? Is it A, 1969? Is it B, 1972? Or is it C, 1975? Arrowhead Stadium. When did the stadium officially open? I got a mixed bag of questions in right now. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you in about 3 seconds. So, you see how the game works. It's trivia time. The answer to question number 1 is 1972, the same year as the Miami Dolphins' only perfect season. They opened up Arrowhead Stadium in 1972, and it has been the Kansas City Chiefs' home for a long time. You guys can do the math on that. Here we go. Question number 2. Question number 2, guys. Including today, how many games have the Buffalo Bills played at home this year? How many home games have the Buffalo Bills had so far this season? Is it 3? Is it 4? Or is it 5? That does include today's game, folks. So including today, how many games at home? The answer is 5. The answer is 5. One moment here. So 5 games played at home. Yeah, okay, so they played Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, New England, and now the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, question number 3. What year did the Chiefs draft Patrick Mahomes? So Patrick Mahomes was drafted in 2017, maybe. Patrick Mahomes was drafted in 2018, maybe. Patrick Mahomes was drafted in 2019, maybe. What year was Patrick Mahomes drafted, A, B, or C? The answer is 2017, folks. Patrick Mahomes was drafted 2017 by the Kansas City Chiefs. 27th. They traded up to get him, by the way. He was the 10th overall pick in the 2017 draft. Okay, Buffalo Bills mascot Billy the Buffalo has officially been with the team since what year? What year did the mascot join this team, guys, for the Buffalo Bills? A, B, or C? Buffalo Bills, they have a mascot. His name is Billy the Buffalo. How long has he been a mascot for the Buffalo Bills? Kind of reminds me of the Spurs Coyote with that fun-loving energy. But the answer is the year 2000. Good job, Guy Tuber. Guy Tuber and Mike German got that one right. Courtney got that one right. Well done, Courtney. Gerald got it right. Okay. Party like it's B, says Smoke Burp. 1999, he says. Let's party like it's 1999 and Y2K is going to end everything. All right, guys, next question. Who holds the single-season rushing touchdown record for the Kansas City Chiefs? Is it A, Isiah Pacheco? Is it B, Priest Holmes? Or is it C, Larry Johnson? Which of these 3 running backs holds the single-season rushing touchdown record for the Kansas City Chiefs? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? The most rushing touchdowns in one single season was by Priest Holmes, guys. 27 touchdowns in 2003. 27. By the way, Priest Holmes went to Marshall High School here in San Antonio, Texas. Same high school I went to, which is pretty cool. Shout out to Marshall High School. Question number 6. Let's go. Question number 6. Which coach led the Bills to 4 consecutive Super Bowls? Was it A, Marv Levy? Was it B, Lou Saban? Or was it C, Sean McDermott? One of these head coaches had 4 trips to the Super Bowl in which they lost all 4 games. But what is the answer to this one? A, B, or C, guys? A, B, or C? The answer to this question is A. It is Levy. It is Levy, guys. So, from 1990 to 1993, the Buffalo Bills went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls, becoming the only team in NFL history to get to 4 consecutive Super Bowls and lose all 4 of those Super Bowls. Here we go, guys. Xavier Worthy currently holds the NFL Combine record for the fastest 40-yard dash in history. How fast did he run it? Was it a 4.21, a 4.22, or a 4.23? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Go ahead and plug in your answers. Most of y'all checking in with the correct answer, guys. Yeah, believe it or not, 4.21 is the combine record set by this man. Incredible speed from Xavier Worthy. We've seen it out there on the field time and time again. He's come up big here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got 3 more questions for you guys. Who is the single-season passing yards record? Who holds the single-season passing yard record for the Buffalo Bills? Is it A, Jim Kelly? Is it B, Drew Bledsoe? Or is it C, Josh Allen? Which of these 3 quarterbacks holds the Buffalo Bills' single-season passing yard record for Buffalo? Go ahead and plug in your answers here. No penalty for wrong answers here, but I will let you know that this might blow some of your minds to let you know that Josh Allen does have the highest single-season passing yard record for Buffalo, 4,400 544 passing yards in the 2020 season. Previous to that, it actually was Drew Bledsoe in 2002. Question number 9. Who played the halftime show the last time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl? Was it Kendrick Lamar, Rihanna, or Usher? The last time the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, who was the halftime show? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? The answer to this one. That was Usher, guys. Usher was the main performer. Usher was the main performer the last time. Now, Rihanna was also there for another one. I think that was the one where she was pregnant and they put her up there and they played the Eagles. That one for sure. But then they played against the 49ers and won that Super Bowl. That was Usher who had that one. Final one here, guys. A Buffalo Bills player partnered up with a dessert company to create which of these sweet treats? Guys, this is a real product that was made by one of the Buffalo Bills. Is it A, the James Cookie? Is it B, the Rousseau Roll? Or is it C, the Knox Nougat? One of these 3 desserts is an actual real thing that you can buy, and the answer is the James Cookie. Get it? James Cook, the James Cookie. Get it? But anyways, it is the James Cookie, and I love the name for it, and that's a real thing that you can buy. The James Cookie, number 4. All right, guys, we were just having some fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us during that halftime break. That is the end of our halftime show. Please don't forget to check out some of the links in our video description. Go check that out down there. There might be something for you in that area. There might be something down there for you in that area, just depending on what you guys like to do. So check out the links in the video description down below. We are doing Week 9 pick'ems, and so far, I think there might have been most people eliminated here. Couple of upsets this week with the Vikings getting the win out there. A couple people taking the Bengals and the Buffalo Bills, or excuse me, the Bengals. The Bears ended up getting the win on that one. Other upsets out here, guys? I don't know, man. Anyways, most of this went the way that it should have. Steelers, probably one of the bigger upsets for sure. Who dey gonna put those bags over our heads, saying David? Yeah, man. 8 out of 10 as a Bills fan got 2 Bills wrong? Question mark, says Stacks. It happens. It happens, brother. So, reading, I challenge that question, my friend. Which question, Courtney? Which question? I'd like to know what you're challenging. Challenging the James Cookie? Are you challenging the James Cookie? Courtney says, we think it's J-Lo. J-Lo? That Super Bowl happened so long ago? With J-Lo and Shakira? The last time that the Chiefs won? No way. No way. A Packer upset, saying Sasha Savisha. As long as the Cardinals win the game tomorrow. Hang on. Okay, just so we're for sure on this one. Shakira performed the Super Bowl at halftime show February 2020, but that's not the last time the Chiefs won a Super Bowl. The question was, the last time the Chiefs won a Super Bowl, who was the halftime show? And the last time the Chiefs won a Super Bowl, again, not in 2020, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in February of 2024, beating the San Francisco 49ers 25-22. Anyways, the main halftime performer was Usher, and special guests Alicia Keys, J. Cole, and Ludacris jumped in on that one as well. All right, guys. So, didn't they win in 2020? They did. Nice try. Santino, he's pretty good at these trivia quizzes, I will say that. All right, folks, we are in halftime. We got about 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go before this halftime break is over here. Before the halftime break is over here, the Kansas City Chiefs will get the football to start right now. Yeah, Eric saying that Courtney dropped the challenge flag. You'll lose a timeout there, Courtney. The ruling on the field stands. Ruling on the field stands right now. Christian checking in saying Mario was in the opening of the halftime performance when Madonna performed at the Super Bowl. Is Travis Kelce injured? Asked Jen B. That is a good one for sure. Santino, got him, dude. Hey, you got her, bro. You got her. It was a documentary made in 2022, says Andy Osman. Kendra, 10 out of 10 again. You know what's funny, Kendra? I know that you probably didn't get 10 out of 10, but we are working with a new partner, and in the next 2 or 3 weeks, guys, we actually have a way to keep track of this. We actually have a real way to keep track of this. I know we've said this in the past, but we're not doing the software or the planning for it. It will require a change of platform. We're going to obviously still stick on YouTube. But I'll give you guys more information as it comes in. Santino and I, we have a meeting coming up with that particular sponsor. But we have a meeting coming up with that particular sponsor, but they are going to be able to keep track of all of the trivia and keep track of who answered correctly, and not just who answered correctly, but who answered correctly first. And they are going to do a prize pool and all that stuff on that platform. Again, more information coming soon. More information coming soon. Halftime break is almost over. Plátano Fritos, what's going on, man? Welcome back, bro. That question challenge was on me, says Plátano Fritos. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All love out here, says Santino. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Lined up for kickoff, the Buffalo Bills getting ready to send this over to Kansas City. Here is the kickoff, and we get a return from the 5, brought out to the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30. Contact made at the 30-yard line, down at the 31. Kansas City has the football to start the second half. Let's get the second half started. Stats on the right-hand side before we get too far into this, guys. Total yardage for both teams. Kansas City, 174. 246 for Buffalo. Numbers right here. 174 total yards. That is broken up. 118 through the air and 56 on the ground. On the other side, the Buffalo Bills. 246 total. 174 through the air, 72 on the ground. Patrick Mahomes moving around a lot in the backfield here. Kareem Hunt now standing to the left. Play clock down to 5. Mahomes takes the snap. Pressure coming in. Travis Kelce back in it. Kelce makes the grab out to the 36. That's a 5-yard pickup. Second down and 5 coming up for the Chiefs. Football to the Kansas 36-yard line. Opening play of the second half is going to be a 5-yard pickup for number 87, brought down by Terrell Bernard. Ooh. Plátano saying that Prince had the best halftime show ever. I don't know, man. I don't know. That could be a fun question to bring up. Here's the snap and a throw to the left-hand side. Gonna make a man miss. Xavier Worthy looking shifty. Looks like he will lose some yardage, though. Second down and 5. It's a loss of 2. Third down and 7 coming up now as Xavier Worthy goes backwards. And, man, Bishop is everywhere today. There is Bishop slowing him down and then bringing him down after missing the tackle. He missed the initial tackle and still got up to make the tackle. So Bishop, okay, good job defensively from the Buffalo Bills. A quick third down. This could be a 3-and-out for Kansas City. Mahomes steps up to the line trying to avoid the 3-and-out. Here's the snap from the left hash. Mahomes will drop back. He runs to the right. He will pump fake. He will wind up and throw. This time it's broken up. Pass incomplete. Intended for Marquise Hollywood Brown. And Bishop is there to make the stop again. Fourth down and 7 coming up with 13:31 on the board. With 13:31 on the board. I cried, says Dallas Wishes. Tyler the Creator saying Kendra Bailey. Let's go Bill saying Cruz. Daniel Tovar Gonzalez. What's going on, Cruz? Yes, sir. Bill says Angry Pillow. There is the boot from Ariza, and the Buffalo Bills going to get the football now. Here is no return down on the ground at the 16-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the 17. 1st and 10, Buffalo Bills with the football now. That is a good one, Courtney. That is a really good one, Courtney. That is a really good one. We will bring that up sometime. Probably going to bring it up during the Super Bowl. But right now, we have a quick commercial break, a change of personnel. All right, guys, praying for no flags, saying Kevin. Praying for no flags. Let's see if it happens. Coldplay was really good, says TM Martin. Oh, Coldplay. Oh, Coldplay definitely making things difficult out there. Oh, bro, that guy's an idiot. That guy was a big old dummy. Okay, so 1st and 10 coming up right now. Last halftime I remember watching was Katy Perry, says Sasha and Savisha. Also a while ago, Lady Gaga says Vicious Tuna Mafia has room for all you Chiefs fans, says Ward Hanold. All halftime shows are boring, says M. Darren Yu. I don't think so. I liked Michael Jackson's performance, although there was that infamous minute and a half of dead air, or 2 minutes of dead air, where he literally just popped up, didn't say anything. But the message of Michael Jackson's halftime show, obviously, where he says it don't matter if you're black or white, and going through, you know, his songs and going through his some of his smash hits, you know, the message from Michael Jackson's performance was probably the biggest one for sure. I also really liked Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't know, call me crazy, but I remember that one. Let's all pray for the Cowboys now and tomorrow, says Dallas Wishes. All day long, 2017. I see you. I'm here to watch the football game, says M. Darren Yu. M. Darren Yu, right now we are in the middle of a commercial break. So, when we get back from the commercial break, the Buffalo Bills will have the football. It will be 1st and 10, and the Buffalo Bills will start this drive on the 17-yard line. In the meantime, let's hang out. In the meantime, let's just chat. Commercial break ain't going to last forever. So far in this game, Patrick Mahomes has only completed 50% of his passes, guys. 127 yards, not exactly exhilarating from Patrick Mahomes compared to what he did last week. How many viewers are here because they don't have a TV, says Homestead Economics and Family Fun. You know, probably a good chunk of them. Our teens are not, well, I don't understand what that means out there. But let's get focused on this play. Here's the snap coming out of this commercial break. James Cook will get the football out to the 20-yard line. That'll be a 3-yard pickup. We'll start the clock once again. 2nd down and 7 coming up out to the 20 on the right hash. Buffalo Bills with the football. Kansas City Chiefs on defense. Kansas City Chiefs looking to get a turnover or get a stop now. Buffalo Bills up by 8. This is a 1-possession game. Kansas City cannot afford to let it become a 2-possession game, and the Buffalo Bills are going to do everything in their power to put the hurt on Kansas City. Empty backfield. From the 20-yard line, there's a quick snap and a throw to the left-hand side. Catch will be made by Dalton Kincaid, and on 2nd down and 7, it's a pickup of 5. 3rd down and 2 coming up now. 3rd down. 3rd down and 2 for the Buffalo Bills. Maybe another 3 and out if the Kansas City Chiefs can get a stop here. Up by 8. What does Buffalo have baked up right now? Are they going to drop a James Cookie here? Are they going to drop a James Cookie here? Motion. Actually, I saw signaling for motion, but no motion happening. Here's the snap, a little play action. It's going to be a designed quarterback run. Josh Allen going to take the football past the 35, out to the 36. It's a Josh Allen 11-yard scramble for a Buffalo Bills. 1st down. 1st down for Buffalo. Buffalo gets the football to the 36. 1st and 10, this time coming up from the right hash as Josh Allen gets out to that side of the field. My screen did a quick refresh right now. 1st and 10 at the 36. 11 and a half left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And it looks like, honestly, this game is still anybody's game. Josh Allen with the hands up. He takes the snap. He'll hand that off to James Cook, and Cook takes this just shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 40. 2nd down and 4 coming up right now. Okay. Come on, defense. Wake up, says Sandra. 3 more touches for Cook than a passing touchdown, says Blue Rose Pack. That's what they're looking for. 2nd down and 7 on my screen. 11 minutes left to go. James Cook standing to the right of Josh Allen. Josh Allen is 16 of 18 today. Here is a survey, a windup, and a throw. The catch will be made. There's a flag on the play. Down goes Dalton Kincaid. He does make the grab. The flag stops the clock. This should be a first down regardless, unless it's an OPI. It's going to be a holding on the defense. This penalty should be declined, and the result of the play is a Dalton Kincaid first down. First down for the Buffalo Bills. So a holding on the Chiefs right here. Holding against the Chiefs defense. Penalty is declined. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 across midfield at the Kansas City 49-yard line. Buffalo Bills with the football in Chiefs territory. Josh Allen, a quick little thumbs up right now. Offset I formation. Here's the snap and a handoff to James Cook. James Cook will get wrapped up immediately. And a drop there. Leo Chenal putting everything into that tackle. Leo Chenal was so funny to see him because he's so much bigger than James Cook. But he was hanging on to James Cook, trying to get him to flip over here, and then finally brought him down. 10 minutes left to go. All right, y'all. If you are new to the channel, thank you for sticking around. Welcome. If you are not new to the channel, welcome back, guys. We are making and breaking records here on this channel. Shotgun formation, waiting for the snap from the 49-yard line. It's a 2nd down and 10 after the no gain from James Cook. Here is the snap. Josh Allen's in trouble. Josh Allen going to have to improvise. He's going to the right-hand side. He'll throw this thing away to avoid the sack. 3rd down and 10 coming up. 9:25 left to go. Incomplete pass. Good job by the Chiefs defense to get the pressure in right now. Juju, no receptions. That is correct there, Max. Juju, no receptions. But Josh Allen with 20 fantasy points already out here. Patrick Mahomes with just 5. Y'all can see the stats over on the right-hand side. I'm going to scroll this down just a hair so you can see the top receivers on the right-hand side as well. By the way, if you are new, I have not 1 but 2 drive charts down below, as well as this graphic up top that lets you know who has possession and where the football is. 3rd down and 10 from the 49. A quick throw to Khalil Shakir. He will gain a yard on the play. 4th down and 9. And the Chiefs defense gets a huge stop here. Huge stop for the Kansas City Chiefs defense, and that leaves Buffalo stranded in no man's land. They will have to punt. They will have to punt and send this back to Kansas City. I want a James Cookie, says TM Martin. I want a James Cookie. A big stop there. They needed that. Kansas City, it's a 1-possession game. They'll need a 2-point conversion to tie this thing up. Here's the snap. Here is the boot. This one goes all the way inside the 10. It'll take a bounce, actually. A friendly Chiefs bounce, I suppose, and gets wrapped up at the 11. 1st and 10 coming up from the 11-yard line. Kansas City has a long field here. 89 yards to go. 8:36 on the board, 8:38 on the board. Okay. So, let's take a quick look. They're cutting back to a quick commercial break. We're going to do our fantasy thing for those of you guys watching for fantasy football. Let's go through some fantasy stats for these players. Patrick Mahomes, 9 of 18 today for 127 and 5 fantasy points today. Again, we just had a punt from the Buffalo Bills over to the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are now getting the football. It will be a 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs on their own 11-yard line for the next 30 to 45 seconds. We're in a commercial break. Patrick Mahomes, 5 fantasy points. Kareem Hunt, 4 fantasy points. He has 6 rushing attempts for 34 yards. Top pass catcher today is going to be Rashee Rice for this team, 51 receiving yards. He has 51 receiving yards on 3 receptions. He's also got a rushing touchdown. Yes, Rashee Rice has a rushing touchdown, 14 fantasy points in full-point PPR formats for him. Marquise Hollywood Brown has 40 receiving yards. That's 3 targets, just 1 reception for that 40 yards. That dropped him down at the 1-yard line, 5 fantasy points points in full point PPR. Travis Kelce, 3 targets, 2 receptions, good for 25. Kareem Hunt actually going to be number 4, and then Xavier Worthy, just 5 lonely receiving yards for him. Driskilla, what's going on? Saying Denver Ponies wouldn't have competed. The Texas two-step dominates. I don't know why I struggled so hard to read that. He says, if Dallas had Houston's defense, my Denver Ponies wouldn't have competed. The Texas two-step domination. So, what he's saying, in short, is that Dallas has a terrible defense, and Denver beat both Texas teams today. Thanks for that super chat. Driscoll, appreciate you checking in, homie. Back-to-back games in Texas for Denver, and Colorado gets the win. Okay, so still in the middle of this commercial break, a quick look at the fantasy scores for this team here for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, 20 fantasy points. James Cook with 7. By the way, Josh Allen, 18 of 21 for 193 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown for Josh Allen as well. James Cook today, no touchdowns for him, but he does have 71 rushing yards. Top pass catcher Dalton Kincaid, 92 receiving yards for Dalton Kincaid. He's got 20 fantasy points, 92 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Let's get back to the action. Going to have to step away from this. Kansas City Chiefs with the football at the 11. Here's the snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. That'll be a 1-yard gain for Kareem Hunt. A 1-yard pickup, 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9. The clock is ticking. Max Typer saying hello. Max Typer, appreciate you. First game, Juju doesn't get any yards. Asking Max, yeah, dude, that's kind of weird, but it's possible. So glad I didn't take the Juju 11.5 receiving over. That was an option. Woof. 2nd down and 9. Shotgun formation. Mahomes takes the snap against the 4-man rush. A deep shot upfield. A target for Xavier Worthy. No flags on the play. Step for step with Xavier Worthy. The defense giving no wiggle room right there. Well done this time by the Buffalo Bills defense. Well done this time by the Buffalo Bills defense. So Harrison, in stride, step for step. Hairston giving up nothing there. Good job by Hairston. 3rd down and 9. Kansas City looking to avoid another 3 and out. So 7:53. About midway through this 3rd quarter, the shotgun formation dropping back. Mahomes, a pump fake. Mahomes in trouble. Mahomes will throw. Travis Kelce will make the grab at the 40-yard line. And there he is, number 87 for 27. 1st down, Kansas City. And the Chiefs will pick up a big 1st down there. Number 87 for 27, Travis Kelce, the safety blanket for Mahomes. He says, I'm just going to put it out there. I know my boys got this. Good job, good read, good throw. Well done. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Chiefs now at the 40-yard line here. Single back formation, a shotgun formation, a snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. Looks like Smith will pick up 3 yards. It's a 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7, football to the Kansas City 43. Looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. 1587 says DJ Jean. 3 more catches for Kelce, saying Blue Rose Pack. Get it, Kelce, saying Susan. Okay. 2nd down and 6 on my screen right now. Clock is ticking. We've got a shotgun formation. Patrick Mahomes going to direct some traffic now. Mahomes in a single back motion, a snap play action in the pocket, will step up, a windup and a throw. This one in the dirt, incomplete pass, stops the clock with 6:22, 3rd down and 6. Great defense again by the Buffalo Bills secondary, and these are very hard-fought points right now. The Kansas City Chiefs have not even crossed. It feels like they've had the football forever. The officials are talking about something right now. For the record, 4 plays, 32 yards, just 90 seconds of possession on this drive for Kansas City. But it feels like they've had the football for a long time. Right now, 3rd down and 6. A flag coming in against Maybe the Chiefs here. This could be intentional grounding. Yup. Intentional grounding on Patrick Mahomes. Oh, man, this will be a loss of yardage and a loss of down, so that should bring up the loss of yardage. That was a 2nd down and 7. It becomes a 3rd down and should be a 3rd down and 17 if my math isn't wrong here. But let's see. $5 super chat coming in from Susan. Thank you, guys. I saw another super chat, Driskilla checking in. That was the other one as well. Thanks for the super chats, guys. Appreciate y'all support. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. So 3rd down and 17 coming up. They're calling it 3rd down and 16. Loss of down, loss of yardage. Backs up the Chiefs to the 33-yard line. Intentional grounding against Kansas City. 6:22 on the board. Is that a challenge? Oh, the ball was tipped. The ball was tipped, so this intentional grounding isn't going to stand. There is a challenge flag. That's what Patrick Mahomes was arguing. But Andy Reid's saying that that football was tipped at the line of scrimmage, so you can't call that intentional grounding because it was tipped. So there's a challenge flag on the field right now. That changes everything right here, folks. That football was tipped. That's not intentional grounding. He was looking for the receiver. Yeah, I don't think this will stand. I don't think this is going to stand. So the officials sat there and talked about it. The officials literally reviewed this play. And now there's a challenge here. And Andy Reid is saying, no. He's talking in the white hat. He dropped the challenge flag. And Andy Reid, they might say there is no challenge here. Let's find out what the officials have to say. After discussion, there is no reviewable action on the play. The Chiefs got robbed right there, and normally it is the Chiefs who do the robbing, but a taste of their own medicine, I suppose. I don't know. Kansas City, unlucky right there. That football was clearly tipped at the line, and the officials blew the call. So 3rd down and 16. Here's the play. Mahomes dropping back in the pocket. Mahomes in trouble. Mahomes will get wrapped up, and he'll be dropped on the play here. Down goes Mahomes, and Greg Rousseau is going to get the bag. 4th down and 24 now coming up. 4th down and 24, and it's time to punt for Kansas City. Honestly, I feel for Kansas City right there, man. I feel for Kansas City in a big way. That is rough. That is rough. That football was tipped. That was not intentional grounding, and the officials saying there's not a reviewable thing right there. The officials just got that one wrong. This one is going to be punted, and by the way, that was looked at multiple times. I wish they would fine these officials for making these terrible calls and not actually taking a second look at it, but they don't. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 26. Buffalo now has the football after the punt. Not reviewable, says Rick Smith. That is correct. Kevin saying, cry, LOL. Honestly, man, again, personally, Dallas Cowboys fan, don't care. I'm just calling it like I see it, and the Kansas City Chiefs absolutely got shafted on that play. Absolutely got shafted on that play. But it is what it is. I'm taking a super jet there, and I'm making sure I get my picks, says Chico Dorico. What up, Chico Dorico? In that case, Mario, that you find every official that has rubbed the Buffalo Bills when the Kansas City, so they got a taste of their own medicine. Look, I'm just saying, when it's something obvious or something that can be looked at, why not just turn around and get the call right? Right? Why not sit there? If you're gonna congregate with your other officials and have that conversation, why not get the call right? Jay King asking, are you being biased for the Chiefs? No, I am trying to hold the officials accountable for making the calls that they make on the field. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. Crappy games and calls today, says Anaris. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, no, I appreciate you guys. Feeling the love? It's hard. Sometimes it is hard to tell, right, inside the text area because I'm reading the texts as they come up. But it's pretty wild. No call from New York either, says 107 Carnage. Seriously, though, huh? They should be held accountable, says Eric Issa. Edgar asking how, though. How should they be held accountable? I don't know, man. The white hat on the officiating crew gets paid $250,000 a year. I think they make like $300,000 a year. If the white hat can't get the call right, why aren't they fining them or, giving them less marquee games? You would figure that if they keep screwing it up, they would stop putting them on Chiefs and Bills and put them more on that Jaguars-Raiders game and put the good officiating crew, the ones that's getting the calls right, on these bigger games. That's just the way I see it, but what do I know? No one beats the refs, says Dallas Wishes. Don't feel bad. All opponents of the Chiefs get this every game, says Wolfie. Let's see. They have meetings, says Roy Williams. They do. Ever since I've been watching football, there have been terrible calls. That Nola no call, you remember that one? Krager saying, why not try that question again? Well, you think we were going to go to AI and get rid of the refs? Honestly, I think thanks for that super chat, Krager. I think the one sport that actually needs a robot umpire is baseball. Here's a snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. Looks like this one going to be a 3-yard pickup for James Cook. This will bring up a 2nd down and 7. James Cook and the Buffalo Bills with the football now. That is how we open up this drive, a 3-yard gain for number 4. 2nd down and 7, Buffalo with the football at the Buffalo 29. No scoring in a little bit of time here. It's been a while since we've seen some points. No points here in this third quarter. We don't have any points yet in this third quarter for either team. Buffalo with the ball now. Shotgun formation from the 29-yard line. Josh Allen takes the snap. He'll wind up and throw. The catch is made. Off to the races. Khalil Shakir gets to the 49-yard line. That's good for a 20-yard pickup. 1st down, Buffalo. And the Bills will pick up 20 yards on 2nd down and 7. 1st and 10 at the 49. Put the crappy refs on the Cowboys game, says Kevin. They can't put them on Monday Night Football. They shouldn't put them in this slate either. They should bury them into those 12 o'clock games. You might be asking too much of them, says the real SJ. I'm stepping away from the chat. Clock is ticking. 1st and 10, 49-yard line. Under center, a quick snap, a little play action. Josh Allen will drop back, steps up. He fakes the throw. He will end up throwing to the right-hand side, and Keon Coleman on 1st and 10 will pick up 11. That is good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st down, and this moves the football to the Kansas City 41-yard line on a 10-yard grab. Out to the 41. Keon Coleman picks up 11 yards. Good job by Josh Allen to extend that play. Keeping the feet moving in the pocket, just looking for a clear spot. He found some opening there. Delivered a great pass. 1st and 10. 40-yard line. Not the 41, at the 40. It was an 11-yard gain. An offset I formation motion on the field. Josh Allen will hand this over to James Cook, and James Cook brings it out to the 42. It brings up a 2nd down and 8. So, modest gain for number 4. Clock continues to tick. Buffalo Bills up by just 1 possession. It is close, guys. Kansas City Chiefs fans, don't give up just yet. The Chiefs are still in this one. The Buffalo Bills looking to extend their lead, though. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game. They are up by 8 right now. 2nd down and 8. Up by 8. Buffalo with the football at the 38. 38-yard line of the Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Allen will take the snap. A pump fake. A deep shot. Upfield. Inside the 15. Down at the 10. Moore makes the grab. Elijah Moore for a 1st down. Picking that one up. 27 yards. And that is a huge gap in the defense for the Kansas City Chiefs. We are now looking at a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. First and goal for Buffalo. Motion on the field from Curtis Samuel. It's a handoff to James Cook, and he gets it down to the 4-yard line. Second down and goal coming up as we are getting closer and closer to the 2-minute mark left. Great job by the Buffalo Bills on offense. The defense of the Kansas City Chiefs struggling to generate pressure here against Buffalo. Struggling to generate pressure here against Buffalo. Waiting for the snap, Josh Allen takes it. He will hand this off to Moore. Moore going to get wrapped up, and he will be stopped at the 1. Third down and 1 coming up now. Third and goal from the 1-yard line. James Cook looking for a touchdown here. James Cook looking for a paint job. Josh Allen could get the quarterback sneak. He does. Josh Allen going to spin around. He turns his back to the pile and picks up the touchdown. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the Bills get 6 more points as they secure a more solid lead. This makes it a 14-point game. The extra point attempt will make it a 15-point game. It's 6 on the board, 27 to 13 here. 27 to 13, a clear touchdown from Josh Allen. A clear touchdown from Josh Allen. Here comes the extra point attempt. Extra point attempt coming up with 1:34. Untimed kick here. Kick goes up, and this one is going to be good. The score is 28 to 13. So the question becomes, are the Chiefs cooked? Shout out to the Buffalo Bills fans in the house. I asked who you guys are rooting for. More than half of you are Bills fans. Another commercial break. All right, guys. Are the Chiefs cooked? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are the Chiefs cooked? Yes, says Lakeisha. Yes, says Lakeisha. Palm Beach Trader, man. Palm Beach Trader MMA dropping in with the Buffalo right now. BTA, dímelo Mario. What's going on? Elia de Jesus. Bienvenidos, mi amigo. Stack saying, let's go Buffalo. Buffalo Spice. Roasted, says Roy Williams. Buffalo is battle-tested, says Russell Fields. Okay, the Chiefs are not cooked. Pat doesn't need that much time to turn it on. That's true, Eric Issa. That is true. Susan saying, hail to the no. It should be right with recording or find a compromise or a question mark. Say what? Let's see. Buffalo Bills will win the Super Bowl. Maroon Commando, hang on. Pump the brakes there. I understand you're rooting for the Buffalo Bills, but let's see if they can get to the Super Bowl first before we start talking about them winning it. Buffalo Bills looking to get to the Super Bowl. As I mentioned earlier when I was teasing you Buffalo Bills fans, I said Drake May has as many Super Bowl appearances as Josh Allen does. Drake May with as many Super Bowl appearances as Josh Allen does. So, just facts. Bible saying they are getting grilled right now. Bro, Josh is going to get another K&E. Hope so, says Jeannie. Allen, you're reigning MVP. Can't do it all yourself, man. We are 1 subscriber away from 58.8, which means our goal for tonight is to pick up 200 subscribers on tonight's live stream for the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. That'll be interesting. But if we can get just one more here, that would be awesome. I'm sure we'll get it. For now, we'll hang out. Thank you, guys. Let's go. Whoever just hit that subscribe button, fist bumps to you. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. We are creeping up on 60K. We just hit 50 not too long ago. I love that they're still doing Survivor, man. I always wanted to be on Survivor. I've actually sent in an audition tape to Survivor before. I might have to send another one. Audition tape to Survivor would be fun. What's going on, Survivor? Y'all should pick me. Pick me, Survivor. We're going to chop that up and send it in to them. Okay. So, Buffalo just scored a touchdown. They're up by 15 after that touchdown. They are lining up to kick this off. The commercial break is just about over. Here is the kickoff. This going back. This time it will be a return. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30. out to about the 35-yard line. Call it the 36. Tyquan Thornton will bring this one out for Kansas City with 1:27 left to go here in the third. Let's see what happens. What was that? Y'all taking the KC money line? Buffalo Bills 2.5-point underdogs for this one. I would have taken the KC money line personally. It's okay, man. You win some, you lose some, right? As long as the outcome is income. Chiefs right now, 1st and 10. Chiefs at the 34-yard line. Xavier Worthy going to the bottom of the screen here. Buffalo Bills defense looking solid. Here's the snap, dropping back. Kansas City, Mahomes in trouble. He is smashed on the release right there. That should be a forward pass and an incomplete one at that. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go here in the third. Santa Claus saying, yeah, man, that show's gnarly. I'd never get past the bugs you got to eat. Survivor, not so much. I think Fear Factor is more about the bug eating. But Survivor is pretty intense, man. Plus, you get a chance at a cool millie. I'd take that. 38 days out in Fiji. Why not? To win $1 million, I'd give it a shot. Okay. Shotgun formation. Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left-hand side. Mahomes waits for the snap. He takes it. He's looking left. He's in a clean pocket, but now he has to move. He's running to the right-hand side. 2nd down and 10. He's in trouble. He'll wind up and throw. Airmail. Nobody. I mean, Rashee Rice was close by. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 10 with 1:11 left to go. Chiefs struggling. Calling it like I see it. Chiefs struggling this offensive possession. Last few offensive possessions, Kansas City has looked a little rattled by the defense there. Great job by Joey Bosa. Great job by the Buffalo Bills defensive players to get in Mahomes' grill and make him feel uncomfortable. 3rd down and 10. 1:11 left to go. A huge conversion coming up right now. Here's the snap on 3rd down and 10. Mahomes airs it out wide open. Marquise Hollywood Brown across the 40 into Buffalo territory inside the 35 at the Buffalo 33. 1st down, Kansas City. Well done. Okay, not only a huge conversion, but massive. NFL needs to develop a feeder system for the referees. Call up college refs, for example, and send bag. That's actually what they do, Leon Hughes. That's actually kind of how they do it. You need to have a minimum of X college games in order to do that. But I think they need to make it more intense. I think, well, we'll talk about that in a second. Mahomes takes the snap. Mahomes will look to the left and throw to the left. Looks like the first catch of the day for Juju Smith-Schuster. 2nd down and 8. Coming up now, Juju gets a catch. He goes out of bounds. Clock will continue to tick. Here we go. The Fear Factor is back on the air system. Oh, yeah, who's the new host? Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville is the new host for Fear Factor. I can't believe they're bringing it back. Joe Rogan's old show in Fear Factor. They're bringing it back with Johnny Knoxville. Here's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to the 4th quarter, and we're going to a commercial break. Kansas City down by 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Oh, yeah. Troy Morgan saying, could you go that long without seeing the little man? I could if I had a chance at $1 million, if I had a chance to fund his college fund and pay off the mortgage and make sure that his life is set. Absolutely. 1 month is a small price to pay for a lifetime of financial security. Without a doubt, I would make that trade-off, Troy. Without a doubt, I would make that trade-off. Haven't watched Survivor since 2002 or so, says Roy Williams. Defense, rough buff, saying Lakeisha. Ladies and gentlemen, give me 1 second. I am human, so I will be right back. Hang tight. got wet fingers, bro. I got wet hands now. Target has only 30% off on Halloween this year. For what? No protection, no receivers, getting open equals very bad night for Mahomes. He's going to be so sore tomorrow. Roy saying, I love horse racing. Damn, is Travis Kelce ever coming back? Says Lex Photography. I'm just trying to survive football this year, says Dallas. I'm just trying to survive football this year, says Dallas. Oscar, we are here. We are live. Someone saying volume is gone. No, I was just, it's okay. It's okay. We're good, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I was just reading some chats. Fourth quarter about to get started. Commercial break is now over. A 2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Jay Sikla checking in right now. Appreciate you, homie. Here comes another super saying, I agree with the doctor. If your Cowboys had Houston's defense, Dallas and Denver could have met again in the Super Bowl. Here's the snap on 2nd down and 8. Pressure coming in by the Buffalo Bills, and this is going to be a bag for Joey Bosa as Joey Bosa forces a 3rd down and 17. A loss of 9, and Bosa gets the bag. He'll get up, he'll flex, he'll kiss arm, he'll kiss hammer. That's it right there. Great play by the defense. 3rd down and 17. Backs up Kansas City to the Buffalo 40. Just around that Harrison Butker field goal range. Down to one knee. Looks like Jawan Taylor, the right tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs, might be down right now. 14:36. We may go back to a quick TV timeout or a quick injury timeout. Fourth quarter action right now. Kansas City has to get it here. Do you ever find yourself commentating while not live? Like commentating what you see driving on? I do sometimes just to like poke fun with Christina. I'll do that from time to time. She'll be with the baby stroller and I'll, she's walking down the street. Christina takes a sharp left turn, goes over the bump right there, and she finds her way into that 3rd square. Sammy gonna pick up the 1st down. Okay, there were 1959 table breaking. What? Okay, interesting. Sack, says Kevin. LOL, Courtney. It does happen. I do that from time to time. So, the Buffalo Bills defense was inspired by the movie Deliverance, says Daryl Sylvester. When I first came onto the screen, Inc. saying, I think this guy only replies to Super Chat. After being here for a minute, I have realized that you are far from what I thought. Go Dallas Cowboys. Let's effing go. Thanks, Inc. Appreciate that. So a lot of people do get upset right now. By the way, in a commercial break, a lot of people get upset because I don't read the comments as they come in when there is action on the field. And for those of you who are new, in my opinion, from what I have found out, if I spend too much time reading the comments, it turns a lot of people off, right? But also, conversely, if I completely ignore the comments, it also turns a lot of people off. So I've been working with a middle ground. When there is action on the TV screen, I try not to read the chat unless a super chat pops in. And even then, I cannot see it when they come in. I get a ding in my headphones which notifies me to a super chat, which is why I read the super chats if there's action on the field, but only in that case because it pops off in my headphones. Otherwise, during commercial breaks like we are in right now, this is when I like to check in with you guys. This is when I like to check in with the chat. Anytime we are in a commercial break, I love conversing with you guys. I like having that relationship with y'all out there. So I appreciate y'all. Sam Derby saying, love/hate, comment love, saying Sam Derby. You're welcome, Drago Balboa. Appreciate you. Good balance. We do our best out here. It's not perfect, guys. It's not perfect, but I do my best, and that's all I can do. That's all I can do. 4,000 people watching this live stream. Here we go, folks. Back to the action, so I am stepping away from the chat. 3rd down and 17. Shotgun formation. Xavier Worthy on the move. Mahomes steps up, points into the defense right now, backs up into the shotgun. The blitz coming in. Mahomes gonna wind up and throw, diving to make the play. I don't think he made the catch. The official's gonna say Xavier Worthy, no grab. Incomplete, 4th down and 17. This feels like a must-have situation, right? This feels like a must-go for it. From here, this would be a 58-yard field goal for Harrison Butker. They are going to need one. No, they're not going to need one. They don't need a field goal here. They need touchdowns. Looks like someone going to come off the field. Someone was hurt defensively there for the Buffalo Bills. 4th down and 17. 14:20 on the clock. Football at the Buffalo 40. I think they have to go for it. There's no room here to pick up 3 and then be down by 12. It's still a 2-possession game. So this is possibly the biggest play of the day so far. 4th down and 17 on the Buffalo 40. Break! Kansas City, lowest career completion percentage in a game today right now for Patrick Mahomes, looking to convert here. 4th down and 17 from the 40-yard line. The snap comes in. The 4-man rush. Mahomes is on the run. The officials blowing this one dead. Looks like a timeout had come in or something had stopped it. Buffalo called the timeout just before the snap. So Buffalo going to lose a timeout here. Just before the snap, timeout, Buffalo. They're going to have to fix the clock here, put 14:20 on it, because if they don't pump that clock back up, that's going to be an issue. Odds are low, says Julie. Odds are low. 4th and 17. Got a long way to go here. Kansas City on their own 40-yard line. Buffalo needs to discuss what they're going to do. Kansas City got screwed on that grounding call, I have to say. Not a fan, but a horrible call. I agree with that, Purple Love. I agree with that. Going for it on 4th down and 17. That's it. Anthony Sierra, thank you for checking in, sir. Appreciate you. Okay, looks like after the timeout, we're getting back to the action. 4th down and 17, shotgun formation. Motion on the field from Xavier Worthy. Mahomes waiting for the snap. He takes it. The 4-man rush coming in. Mahomes having to backpedal big time from the 50-yard line. He'll wind up and throw. He finds Rashee Rice at the 15, down at the 12. A big 1st down, Patrick Mahomes, and a 1st down for the Kansas City Chiefs. This keeps the drive alive and keeps hope alive for Kansas City. Gets the clock ticking right now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, what a play for Kansas City on that one. They absolutely picked it up. Mahomes, standing on the Buffalo logo, delivers a beautiful pass to a wide-open Rashee Rice. Blown coverage, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Here's a snap and a handoff to Kareem Hunt. Hunt's going to go to the right-hand side, which if he would have just picked up his head, instead of running through some of those blocks, had all day to roam to the right-hand side. Instead, 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 6, 13 minutes and 26 seconds on the board. Kansas City staying alive right now. Somehow staying alive right now. Here they come, says Guy Tuber. 2nd down and 6. Buffalo looking to force a turnover here and put the nail in the coffin. Kansas City seeing that the window has been left just this much cracked. They're going to try to sneak in right here from the 8-yard line. Mahomes takes the snap. Mahomes will survey. He will scramble. He is on the run. Mahomes goes down at about the 2-yard line. It's a 3rd down and 1. Mahomes almost finds the end zone here. 3rd down and 1. Chiefs definitely inside the red zone right now. Down at the 2-yard line. And they need a touchdown. They need it bad. Good job by Mahomes to scramble. 3rd down and 1. Last time they were here on a 3rd down or 2nd down and 1 to go ahead, they gave it to Kareem Hunt, and he got stuffed. They are loading the boxes. They've got 9 people. Everyone is in the tackle box right now. Here's the snap, and it's a handoff, and it's going to be another stuff, no gain. 4th down and 1 coming up, and another 4th down for the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, baby. Here we go. 4th down and 1. Another beautiful stop by the Buffalo Bills defense to make sure Kareem Hunt goes nowhere. Hunt has been stuffed. It's a 4th down and 1. The Kansas City Chiefs need this right now. If they do not convert, it is basically game over. Mahomes in a single back. A snap and a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He goes up the middle. It's a 2-yard touchdown. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the score is now 19-28. 19-28 on the touchdown play there. So well done by the Kansas City Chiefs. Kareem Hunt not getting stuffed this time. A must-have. They go for it. They are doing a 2-point conversion here. I don't like it. I say just take the 1. This is stupid. I hate when they do this. Don't do this. Just take the 1. You don't need it yet. If you get it, then good. But it seems like an unnecessary gamble right now. You don't need it just yet. Here's the snap. Mahomes going to survey. He'll wind up and throw. He finds Travis Kelce threading the needle. The 2-point conversion is good, and it's now a 7-point game. The gamble was a gamble, and it was a good one. Well done by Kansas City. I think that was awful. Now or later, saying Dan Cooper, they were going to need it either now or later, but if they didn't convert now, it stays a 2-possession game. That's why I hate that. If you go for the 2-point conversion, let's just say, right, obviously they got it. But let's just say the score is 19-28. They changed nothing. They would have changed nothing, and it would have been a 2-possession game anyways. However, if they went for the extra point attempt, it's still a 1-possession game. And then at that point, if they score again, they can go for the 2-point conversion. But, okay. I guess I'm not Andy Reid, and I'm not in the NFL, so, you know, that's just my own personal right now. That's just my own personal right there. Emotions, Mario. Emotions, says Sam Derby. I just think that was an interesting call right there for the Kansas City Chiefs to go for it. So the Buffalo Bills going to get the football back. Buffalo going to try to lay it on thick right here. Let's see if the Buffalo Bills can get some work in right now. Anthony's saying, I agree, go for the 2 points now, though. I don't know, man. I just think that if they had made it a 20-28 game, it becomes a 1-possession game. It's still now, the 2-point conversion being successful keeps it a 1-possession game. I just would have done it differently. If I was playing Madden with my boys right now and we had money on the line, I personally would not have gone for 2 there. But that's just me. Andy Reid is the best, says Mario Dixon. Homestead Economics saying, you have a good mix of comments. We came here for the game, but reacting for a few comments is great. Homestead Economics, family fun. Cheers, man. Appreciate that. Let's put you up on the big screen right here. Check out Homestead Economics and Family Rock and Roll. Thank you for checking in, my friend. So we are in the middle of a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Those of you who are new to the live stream today, let's bring up the Buffalo Bills schedule. We are in the 4th quarter. These are going to be the next few games for Buffalo, the next 5 weeks. So the Buffalo Bills in Week 10 should have an easy matchup with the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins at the bottom of that division, just skulking around down there with the New York Jets. In Week 11, Buccaneers going to take a trip up to Buffalo, New York. That should be one heck of a matchup. Would love to cover this one. We'll see what the schedule says in Week 11. Week 12, Thursday Night Football. Buffalo Bills, Houston Texans. I will be live for Thursday Night Football. Then in Week 13, November 30th, 10 days after this Thursday Night Football, Buffalo's got a matchup against the Steelers. Buffalo receiving the kickoff after the 2-point conversion there for the Kansas City Chiefs. They bring this football out to the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 31. In Week 14, Bengals at Buffalo. We don't know what to expect by that point. I expect the Bengals to be out of playoff contention right there and no need for Joe Burrow to come back. Talk about really rough seasons with injury for Joe Burrow. Turf toe, torn ligaments in the hand. Joe Burrow can't stay healthy. Cincinnati Bengals struggling without him, man. Kansas City has this schedule coming up. Actually, we'll get back to this in a moment. No need to go through that right now. The Buffalo Bills have the football at the 31-yard line. Here is the snap, a little play action. A wind-up, a pump fake, another one, and he will go for it. Josh Allen does the quarterback run. He will keep, and he will pick up about 6. So 2nd down and 4 on the quarterback keep. 2nd down and 4. 11:05. Buffalo Bills out to the 37. Buffalo Bills out to the 37-yard line. They have possession. They are in control of this game, up by 7. They need to get a score here. They are looking to extend the lead. Kansas City looking to get a stop. Okay, folks. Here's the snap. Here is the handoff to the to the right-hand side. James Cook looks like he's going to get just shy of the conversion. This will bring up a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Dave saying that was the dumbest timeout call in history. One of them. Here's the snap on 3rd down and 1. They're going to do a quarterback sneak here. No. Yes, no. Looks like this one should be a quarterback sneak for Josh Allen. It's a 1-yard pickup on 3rd down and 1, and it was enough for the Buffalo Bills to pick up a 1st down. 1st down, Buffalo. With 10 minutes left to go in this one, a fresh new set of downs is a fresh breath of air if you're a Buffalo Bills fan. This time, the football, 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 41. James Cook in the backfield. He gets the tout. He goes to the left-hand side, gets to the 45, the 50, the 45 across midfield. That's good for a 1st down, Buffalo, as he takes and plops down on the bench there of the Kansas City Chiefs. Looks over, says, "What's up?" Sitting on the Chiefs bench, James Cook pushed out of bounds into Chiefs territory. But a big 1st down here moves the football out to the Kansas City 45 as James Cook goes out of bounds. That's so funny. He took a seat right where Kareem Hunt was sitting. Kareem Hunt was up on his feet. He just sat down flawlessly. It was perfect. I love it. Okay, under center, Josh Allen, 1st and 10. Takes the snap, hands this off to Cook. Cook gets wrapped up and dropped. No gain right there. 2nd down. 2nd down and 10. Good job defensively by the Kansas City Chiefs. Buffalo looking to keep this drive alive. So far, on this drive, Buffalo, 5 plays, 24 yards. Football on the Kansas City 45 for this 2nd down and 10. James Cook, no gain as he's brought down by Derek Inati. 8.5 left to go. Tommy going, asking for the fumble. Let's see if that happens here, Tommy. Drago Balboa saying this is fun. That's the plan. 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. The blitz comes in. Pressure. Down goes number 17. Josh Allen crushed by Trent McDuffie. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 14. Good stop there. The Kansas City Chiefs blitzed hard on that one. Let's count how many rushers they had on this play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah. No surviving that one, man. McDuffie going to bring down Allen on the play. A beautiful play defensively by Kansas City. Here comes a 3rd down and 14. Can Buffalo convert? Buffalo with the football. 48-yard line. Here's the snap. A 4-man rush coming in. Josh Allen going to break a tackle. Josh Allen has to break another. He cannot. He goes down, and he'll be dropped by Leo Chenal. Loss of 5, 4th down and 19 coming up, and the Buffalo Bills will have to punt. We got a game. We got a game. The Buffalo Bills will have to punt. It's 4th down and 19. Buffalo backed up to their own 17-yard line. The trenches will be won by Kansas City's defense. Here comes the punt team now for Buffalo. With about 7 minutes left to go, Buffalo looking for the biggest stop of the day right now. They will send this over to the Kansas City Chiefs. Signaled a fair catch at about the 14, 1st and 10. Fair catch, stops the clock with 6:46. That is how much time is left in this football game, folks. Chiefs on the warpath, says Dallas. Let's go Chiefs, says Mario Dixon. I see Dan Cooper saying, I hate Mahomes. Nice, 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 nice. Shedeur should go to New Orleans, not Dallas. Shedeur should go to New Orleans. They need a lot in New Orleans. It ain't Tyler Shuck, that's for sure. It ain't Spencer Rattler in New Orleans. Shedeur should go to New Orleans. That'd probably be a good fit for him, honestly. Where's Trey Lance? Ooh. People still talking about Trey Lance. He's still a thing. Come on, defense. Pick 6 incoming. Hammer that quarter, says Ward Hanold. Shadidi ain't a quarterback. Interesting. Chico Dorico saying Chiefs check 100. We are in the middle of a commercial break, folks. By the way, we talked about the Buffalo Bills. Next 5 games, we'll run through this really quick. Dolphins, Buccaneers, Texans, Steelers, and Bengals. Those are the next 5 weeks for the Buffalo Bills. So now let's take a look at the Kansas City Chiefs and break out their next 5 games. Week 10, bye week for Kansas City. Both the Kansas City Chiefs and my Dallas Cowboys will have a bye next week. Week 11, Chiefs at Broncos. Week 12, Colts at Chiefs. Week 13, Thursday Night Football. This is going to be also another matchup on Thursday night, guys. This one here, though, this matchup for Thursday Night Football is Thanksgiving, and I will be live on Thanksgiving for 2 games. Chiefs and Cowboys play the midday game. That is the plan right now. Haven't officially released the schedule, obviously, but right now that is the plan, is to cover 2 games for Thanksgiving, one of them being Chiefs and Cowboys. Cowboys and Indians, you know how that one goes. And then, of course, Week 14, it should be Texans and Chiefs. This is a typo down here. It's not the Colts. Okay. All right, guys. These were the games that happened today, Week 9. Week 9, we are doing a pick'ems on my website, guys. If y'all want to learn more about the weekly pick'ems, you guys can check out my website, footballnationusa.com. Navigate to the pick'ems tab. Go ahead and sign up for it, guys, and you could win a prize. Okay. Let's get back to the action here. 1st and 10, Kansas City with the football after the punt here. Buffalo Bills could not pick up the yardage they needed. Here's a snap and a handoff. Kareem Hunt gonna break some tackles. Kareem Hunt gonna keep fighting forward. He picks up 8 yards, an aggressive run there. 2nd down and 2 coming up right now. That's so funny. That's Tony Romo and Jim Nantz standing in front of a green screen, just like me. Just like me. In front of our green screen here. 2nd down and 1. 2nd down and 2. 6 minutes and 13 seconds on a shotgun formation. Mahomes waits for the snap. Motion on the field from Rashee Rice. There it is. A little handoff to Kareem Hunt. He tries to get around the corner. Doesn't work out for him. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. It will stop the clock. It will stop the clock. Holding on the offense. This is going to be against Wanye Morris. This is going to be against number 64. This is going to be a 10-yard penalty. And on 2nd down and 2, it'll bring up a 3rd down. That's definitely a hold. He was hanging on to Rousseau for dear life. It'll repeat 2nd down, but it'll be a 2nd down and 12. So this backs up Kansas City to their own 11-yard line. Kansas City, after the penalty, have been backed up to their own 11. Time winding down on this football game. It is a 2nd down and 12. Kansas City with the football. Trips to the right. Motion now from Xavier Worthy. Mahomes just trying to dissect that defense. He will survey. He steps up through the pocket, finds his favorite target in Travis Kelce. Number 87 will fall forward for a 1st down here. 1st down, Chiefs. And the Chiefs will pick up a 1st down. Travis Kelce with a big catch. Here we go. Tony Romo, true player for real. Anyone that makes Jerry give a blank check is good, says Daniel Wilson. All right, man. Kansas City Chiefs. doing okay here. It's a 1st and 10. This moves the football to the 23-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap and the handoff. This time, no gain. He'll run straight into a brick wall. I don't know why they brought Smith in on that play. If it ain't Kareem Hunt, don't hand it off, dude. And it looks like we might have an injury here. Suamataia hobbling around right now. He's definitely in pain. Suamataia. Looks like the officials called an official timeout right now. They are going to need to swap out that left guard. Why? Well, because if an injury timeout was called on your behalf, you must exit for at least one play. Now, this might be more than one play absence here, but the Kansas City Chiefs are now facing a 2nd down and 10. Chiefs out to their own 24-yard line. They are still not even a quarter of the way up the field right here. 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Clock is hot. There's the snap. Whistles coming in. Looks like a timeout going to be called by someone. 4:32. First charge timeout. Second charge timeout for Buffalo. So timeout going to call. McDermott going to call a timeout. Buffalo Bills need a moment to collect their thoughts. All right, guys. You already know this game is going to overtime, says Anthony Sierra. You never know. You never know. Thank you, Roy Williams. Cheers to that. So a timeout has been called. Kansas City still has the football. Buffalo has one timeout remaining. It's a 2nd down and 10. Kansas City has the football on the 24-yard line. And with one eye on the field, we are in a shotgun formation here. Patrick Mahomes waiting for the snap. A man standing to his right. It looks like it's going to be Smith standing to the right again, so no Kareem Hunt for this play. 2nd down and 10. Motion from Travis Kelce. He goes into the slot. Here's the play. A windup and a throw. It's a tip drill. This pass incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Stops the clock right now. Who is this bum? Get Smith off the field. Get Smith off the field. Over 5,000 people watching this live stream. Thank you for hanging out with me, folks. Big play, saying Tommy Going. Let's see if it happens. That's a big play defensively here for the Buffalo Bills. That stops the clock with 4:27 as well. A huge 3rd down coming up now for Kansas City. A massive 3rd down. Mahomes with Kareem Hunt standing to his left, trips on the right, motion from Rashee Rice, play clock to double zeros. The blitz coming in, Mahomes will air it out. It's a deep shot upfield to Worthy. It's intercepted, and Buffalo comes down with it. Buffalo picks off Mahomes, and Buffalo gets the football. Buffalo picking off the Kansas City Chiefs. And just like that, the Buffalo Bills defense will stand up tall. Now, this game is still not over even after that interception. Why? Well, the Buffalo Bills still have to go from the 33-yard line. So Buffalo gets the football. It is a turnover here, but they have to go from the 33. And Kansas City has 3 timeouts remaining, plus the 2-minute warning. So it's not over. It's not over. 3rd down becomes 1st down. Buffalo. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 33. By the way, Hairston was the one who picked that one off, just so you know. Okay, Buffalo with the football, 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Buffalo with a 7-point lead. Here's a snap and a handoff to James Cook. Cook going to get wrapped up, a 2-yard gain right here. Gets out to the 35-yard line, 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8. Good job so far. Pre-cooked, saying one of defrosted for sure. 4-minute drill and it's over, says Danny. I like that turnover, says Michael Larnino. Mahomes trying to be Superman. He sure is, Z-Cam. Swarmy saying we need a fumble. Chiefs got no running backs. If I were them, I'd be looking for a running back before the trade line. 2nd down and 8 with 3:41. Josh Allen waiting for the snap. A couple of first downs here, and this game could be over. A look to the right, a throw to the right. Catch is going to be made. That's good for a first down. Dalton Kincaid will pick up 9, excuse me. 9-yard gain for the Buffalo Bills on 2nd down and 8 will result in a first down, Buffalo. 1st and 10, and the Buffalo Bills just need to hang on to this lead. Now they just need to milk the clock right now. Got to milk the clock. It is 6:12 p.m. here in San Antonio, Texas. For the record, ladies and gentlemen, I've got one more game tonight. I will be live at about 6:50 for that one. Approaching the 2-minute warning, 1st and 10, Buffalo under center, Josh Allen under center. The snap and the handoff to Cook. Cook going to run forward. Cook gets it to the 50-yard line. That's a 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4 coming up now. 2nd down and 4. Come on, Worthy, do something, saying Callie Williams. Touchdown on its way, says Regina Owens. That's possible, Regina. That is possible, Regina. 2nd down and 4. Football to the Buffalo 50. Timeout going to be called here. Stops the clock with 2:45. Looks like Kansas City needs a moment to review. Timeout will be called by Kansas City. Let's subtract 1 for them. Chiefs need to get a stop here. They can get a stop here. They've also got the 2-minute warning. So if they can force a turnover here, if they can get to the quarterback and get a sack again, we might get overtime in this game. Worthy has done absolutely nothing today, saying keep de win it. What's up, man? Malama saying O2 sensor. Where's Cook? Come on, keep him cooking, says Ward Hanold. Stepping away from the chat again after the timeout called by Kansas City. Here is the snap. Here is the handoff. Cook going to go and be driven back by 3 or 4 white and red jerseys. This will bring up a 3rd down and 3, a 1-yard gain. 3rd down and 3. Another timeout going to be taken here by Kansas City. And if they cannot get the stop here on 3rd down and 3, this game is over. A first down conversion, and I think Buffalo should win this game. Buffalo looking for a first down. Buffalo looking for a first down. A conversion here should win it. We're in the middle of a timeout. Still in the middle of a timeout right now. It's 3rd down and 3. Playoff game here, says Ed Jean. We'll probably see this rematch in the playoffs because that seems to be the two teams that are always there. With 2 minutes and 39 seconds, Curtis Samuel lines up. 3rd down and 3. Curtis Samuel is on the move. Josh Allen will wind up and throw to James Cook. James Cook to the 40. He gives himself up, and I think Buffalo just won this game. That's going to be a first down. This will take us. A timeout going to be called here. The final timeout going to be taken by the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's not count the chickens just yet here. It ain't over till it's over. Now one more first down and it will be over, but there's still that 2-minute warning and the final timeout taken by the Chiefs. Eat the clock. Builds equal Chiefs kryptonite, saying Code King. Call of Duty King Slayer. No, 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 saying Mario Dixon. Chiefs need a running back bad, says Anthony Sierra. Yup, tipped ball by Mahomes. Threw it. They said it was intentional grounding. I know, Faye Martin. That's a tough one. That clock ain't moved. 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. The timeout was called right there. That is the final timeout remaining for Kansas City. So with 2:31, Buffalo going to line up for a 1st and 10. They are going to take their time. This is going to be a handoff to James Cook, most likely. Here's the snap. There's a handoff to James Cook. James Cook will take this for a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9. This takes us to the 2-minute warning. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. And then Buffalo likely going to kneel this thing down. Someone can do the math for me. 4, 8, 12. 6, 12, 18. Wait, 4, 8, 12. That's 2 minutes. Yeah, 3 knees and this game is over. 3 knees and this game is over. Okay. Milk the clock, Bills. No fumbles, says Eric Issa. Why crazy, says Rubicon. Why are people saying zebras with Buffalo? I don't know. Bills need a repeat in the postseason. Maybe a screen, says Russ Field. Need a fumble. I don't know if that's going to happen, man. I'm willing to bet that we're going to come back from this commercial break and this game is going to be just about over. Just James Cookie as a souvenir, says TM Martin. Billy Beer, saying Ruben. Ruben R. Ebens. Next game, saying John Jackson. John, no game just yet. Next game is going to be tonight's contest, by the way. So close, man. We're so close. We're going to get to 59 tonight. I feel it in my bones. Chiefs are not going to get into the playoffs this year, says Michael Larnino. I also predicted that. Bro, those of you who watch this live stream with me, you cannot tell me that I have not predicted 2 things that have already turned out the way that I've expected. I said that the Broncos and the Chargers would get on top of the table here and that the Chiefs were going to miss the playoffs altogether. I called that, by the way. And then I also said that the New England Patriots were going to be the team to beat in the AFC East. I still believe that that is true. The Bills and the Patriots have another showdown at some point. Y'all need to show this man some love with way more likes. Thank you. Appreciate that, Malachi. Okay, where are we right now on the likes? Do we have 1,000 yet? We're sitting at 881. Okay, with just a few minutes left to go, we can go the old school way. Trying to get to 1,000 likes on the video, so maybe we can play the quiet game. And I don't say anything until we get to 1,000. Let's try it. I think we got there already, honestly. I think you guys did a great job. I don't like playing the quiet game. I think that we've got too many adults in this room to play something silly like that. I think we're good, though. I appreciate you guys checking in. This channel came in handy today, says Dad Stanky Bum. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. No, I think that we've got way too many adults in this game to play that quiet game. Chiefs get wrecked, says Carson Marine. Let's go. We got to 1,000. Let's do this thing. 2nd down and 9 inside the 2-minute warning. Buffalo going to need 1 first down. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. James Cook up the middle, keeping this one going, and the Chiefs looking to try to end the play here. Clock will continue ticking. Thanks, guys, for subscribing to the channel with 147. This is going to continue to go. Robert Zamora saying, just clicked over to 1,000, says LaShawn Korb. Let's go, guys. What are your plans for tonight? My plan for tonight is to keep you guys entertained. My plan for tonight is to cover the next game we've got going on, which is going to be the Washington Commanders hosting. Washington Commanders going to be hosting the Seattle Seahawks tonight. So Buffalo has 1 timeout remaining. They're probably going to use it here. 1 second left, 1:11. Timeout going to be called. It's going to be a 3rd down and 7 on this timeout with 1:11. Thank you, Cohog Stacker. Cheers to you. Time for everyone. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Purple Drago, what's going on? Purple Love saying, I like Josh Allen, but wished he would get out of New York. Travis checking in. Worthy only weighs 100 pounds, but the dude can fly, bro. Do you have any one sure bet for me tonight? Honestly, man, after my game last night, the largest game ever on Football Nation, 750,000 views on this channel, got pulled by the giant play button in the sky for talking about that exact topic right there. I do not have any sure bet tonight, Pterodactyl. I do not have a sure bet. Nor will I be continuing to push any of the betting platforms. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to the left-hand side. James Cook going to go down. This will bring up a 4th down and 6 after a 1-yard gain. 1:01 left to go. Yeah, man. That's it. We're not going to be running any more of those promos anymore because the giant play button in the sky says you can't do that, and so we won't. That's okay though. We're just going to keep rolling forward. I'm not going to lie, man. That was a gut punch, and that sucked to see the best live stream on this channel get pulled for a community violation. So here comes a super long field goal. This one goes up, and this one gonna go off the post. The Buffalo Bills tried to kick this one, and it's gonna be a change of possession. The Kansas City Chiefs get the football at the 42-yard line, and they've got 22 seconds left to go. 22 seconds left to go. Kansas City gets the turnover here. Kansas City with the football right now. Here we go. Kansas City with the football. It goes off the post right there. 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 42 with 22 seconds left to go. Man, don't the words wide right wake up Buffalo Bills fans at night? That one almost wide right. I guess wide enough to go off the post, and it was no good. Here's the snap from the 42. Mahomes going to scramble. He'll wind up on the move. Catch is made. Right-hand side. Xavier Worthy at the 40. 1st down. Stops the clock with 17. Stops the clock with 17. Let's see if Kansas City can do what Kansas City does best and get those clutch points. 1st and 10. 17 seconds left to go in this football game. The football at the Buffalo 40. Let's go Buffalo. Can they get the stop? Shotgun formation, trips on the left, motion from Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice will stay on the left, though. Looking for eye candy here. Mahomes takes the snap, dropping back. Good blocking up front for Mahomes. He runs out of time. He'll wind up and throw that away. 2nd down and 10 with 11 seconds left to go. We might end up with a Hail Mary at some point here, folks. We might end up with a Hail Mary at some point here, folks. Vanishing the money line right now, says Brent Moore. Okay. 2nd down and 10. Kansas City with the football. Kansas City on the 40-yard line. Shotgun formation, Mahomes. Looking for some magic. Mahomes magic. The snap is low. Mahomes in trouble. Steps up into the protection. Shoots to the end zone. Tipped up in the air. And incomplete. Tyquan Thornton, the intended receiver. 3rd down and 10 with 3 seconds left to go. Here comes the final play of the day for Kansas City in regulation time unless they score here. Kansas City looking to get it now. 3rd down and 10. Hail Mary is the 3 flies up. Let's see. 3rd down and 10. Kansas City in a shotgun. The final play of the day. Here is the snap. Mahomes will drop back against the blitz. Mahomes in trouble. Will put everything into this one, but it doesn't even get to the end zone. This is broken up, and the Buffalo Bills will win this game. That is your final today, ladies and gentlemen. Kansas City will lose to Buffalo. Buffalo will win 28-21. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to this channel today. Thank you guys so much for your support today. Bills Mafia just checked into the chat. Bills Mafia just helped us get to 58.9. Thank you, Bills Mafia. I appreciate you guys. That is a huge win for Buffalo, and now I need to make some quick changes here. So I'm going to do it while I'm live with you guys. Let's just change a few of these things up right now. We're going to make the changes in real time. Right square going to be, do I have a maroon square? I don't think I do. I think I've just got the red. Away team. Hey-o, the away team today. Looks like the away team going to be the Seattle Seahawks. I got the Seahawks coming up next, folks. Let's blow this up just a little bit. Seahawks coming up next. Looks like Kansas City is gone. Commanders coming up next. Commanders logo there. Away team logo, gotta be Seattle. I used to go with the action green for Seattle, but I think blue just kind of works. Blue for Seattle. Blow that up. And then for the home team, we'll go with Washington. Commanders Seahawks is the next game coming up for today. Final score for today, 28-21. Buffalo Bills will win that matchup, guys, but I'm going to reset this and reset all of that. We are also going to flip this here real quick. This is going to say Seahawks. It's going to be in caps lock. Seahawks. We can leave that background the same way. This one will say Commanders. Going to make this a darker background so there's no confusion. Seahawks, Commanders, change the logo to Washington. Change the logo to Seattle. Then I have to update my other graphics here as well. Anyways, I guess that's it, man. I guess that's it. Shout out to all of y'all who are going to check in for the next game saying HHTR, saying hail to the Redskins. No longer a team, but we do have football coming up right now. All right, guys, I'm going to make a couple of changes right here. Also, this should be in caps lock. I hate that it does that. There we go. Going to update this, guys. This game, the last game is over. Again, Buffalo going to win over the Kansas City Chiefs 28-21. I am going to take a quick break, try to get some grub in me before the next live stream. I got about 20 minutes until that one starts. But come back, check out the channel, smash the like button, check out my website, footballnationusa.com. Check out the links in the description below. I cannot wait to see you guys again. Y'all take care. Buenos nachos. We'll see you guys super soon. Peace out.